Hey, welcome back to another episode of Set the Tone. You're here with Jonts, Marty, Miles, and a very special guest in the building. Back-to-back episode. Here we go. Woo! Clap it up. We're joined by our good friend Shee. Shee, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, honestly, it's an absolute pleasure. You good? You happy, mate?
I'm good, mate.
Nah, because you just gave me the eyes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you look good today, man.
Thanks, mate.
Martin's looking handsome today.
He is looking handsome.
Did you do anything special this morning?
I had a shower.
Yeah. Nice.
First time in a while. So
That's
good.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I say. That's good for you.
Yeah, nah, you look good, man.
Thanks, mate.
You're glowing.
You look.
I look.
He actually got a bit of
look
feedback.
great too.
He got a bit of feedback this morning.
As you should.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, I
Um,
visited the dad's house, and my sister was there, and I told her, I'm going to record today, and she's like, "Oh, you gotta go home first." I was like, "No, I'm just going straight to the studio." She's like, "Looking like that?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh,
That's you?
she's
Like,
yeah." She's like, "That's you."
That's how you're going to appear on camera later
It
on.
was a bit tough, but
That's what it is.
On
That's
100%.
that sibling. That's that sibling.
no, she's just a hater. That's what it is.
That's what it is, eh?
Yeah.
Siblings
Hey.
are haters though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know.
absolutely.
They are. Well, no, welcome, Shee. Sorry to
Thank you. Thank you.
distract the people from you. Speaking of siblings, you have a sibling, a couple.
I do have a sibling.
But I just want to talk to you about your family. You're very close with your family.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about, I guess, your relationship with them? Because the three of us, we get on with our family, but I think you're a little bit step up from that. Has it always been like that, or?
Well, like growing up, like we were so close. Like, wasn't just my immediate like siblings and stuff. It was like our cousins, aunties, uncles. Like every weekend, you'd be at someone else's house. Like there was a moment where, in Blockhouse Bay, we lived on this street. And then you travel down 100 meters, my auntie was there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you travel down another 100 meters and my other auntie was there. So like you'd finish school and you'd be like, oh, whose house am I going to go to today?
Yeah, you've got options.
But yeah, we were super close. Like even now I feel, as you grow up, you kind of drift away in some regard with your cousins and stuff, just because, life happens and stuff like that. But with my siblings, yeah, we're still close. Still bicker every now and then, just siblings do. But
Yeah.
tighten
Because
it.
you, mate,
Yeah, me.
you and your cousins, like this.
Yeah.
Remember that time they, because you got younger cousins too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the time they very sweetly and
Yeah.
kindly made you birthday cards?
How old were they again? Like 8?
Oh.
Oh, 5, 6.
5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did you do with those, handmade, hand-drawn birthday cards delivered to you personally?
Sounds like a lot of effort. there.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of effort for a
Didn't look
5-year-old.
Did not look like it. I'll tell you what. What did I do with it?
Yeah, well, I
I stored it.
did ya?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
My car.
Yeah, just under the
Under
the
the floor,
carpet.
under the floor mat. That wasn't
That's not
intentional.
a joke either.
Yeah, that is
They literally
100%
did that, yeah.
real.
Oh.
Yeah. We get into Martin's car. There's just all these hand-drawn cards, and we're like, "What's going on there?" He's like, "Oh yeah, my stupid cousins."
When they come in though, they're really stoked to
Oh
see it,
yeah,
right?
I have to iron it out. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
I've got this.
Yeah.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Thanks. And then
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marty's got a bit of a history of like personal, sentimental presence,
Yeah.
meaning absolutely
Nothing to him.
nothing to him. So if you're listening and you're
Yeah.
Martin's close friend or family member,
Not even that. If you're a potential,
love interest,
love interest,
no.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you know how they usually like? Oh, let me make you like a little sentimental gift.
Of course, yeah.
I don't know, 100 hugs. And
Exactly.
Then, whatever those coupons you get.
Yeah, or my favorite
None of
memories
that.
of us.
Yeah,
you know?
none of that. No scrapbooks, nothing.
No,
'Cause
nah.
that's getting tossed in the trash.
Exactly.
yeah, it's just
everything
that's
else.
what it is. I just do better.
100%.
I have a reading age of 6, so if it's a no, I'm gonna read it.
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
The reading age. They're normally pictures, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's so that your love language is not physical. No, it's not presence.
For me, nah, I don't.
Do you know what it is?
I appreciate presents, but it's not like I don't care for presents.
What do you think Martin's love language is?
Shee,
love,
what do you reckon
Tough
his love
love.
language is?
Tough
I
love?
have no idea.
Given you know him so well.
Yeah. Tough love.
Tough love. Nah,
Tough
that's not
love.
one of them.
Oh, with you it is.
Oh, okay.
No. Love language is how you like to also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. See,
Fucking
I
idiot.
don't know what this is.
You're just not used to it, eh?
It's foreign to me.
What are they? They're like acts of service,
Yeah.
gift giving.
Quality time,
Quality
physical
time.
touch,
Physical touch.
and
Yeah.
words of affirmation.
Yeah.
I know that too well.
Yeah,
you just
do.
really.
You still
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
yours out
That
there.
one.
Yeah. What does that tell you? Exactly.
Yeah.
What do we reckon Martin says? I reckon your physical touch,
Yeah.
bro. A little bit of hands,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You know me, bro.
You know, yeah. You like a bit of wrestle, don't you?
Yeah.
That's why you play rugby, eh?
Yeah. And now I'm going through tough times now. They're not playing.
Exactly,
Yeah,
I just really miss it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, miss the boys.
Of course.
Yeah.
I miss the boys.
Pause.
Shay, do you know what your love language was?
I actually don't know.
Well, what would you say?
I would say maybe acts of service, like
Acts of
yeah,
service.
yeah. Okay.
Like if someone brings you a coffee or
Yeah.
Someone brings you a note.
well, let's just say it's not going on like the floor of my
Yeah.
car.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
She's got a
That's
bit of
a step up.
respect, you
Yeah.
know?
Might be something wrong with me, guys. I might have to adjust that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's a work on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Shay.
Yeah, you
Thank
know.
All
Yeah.
good.
Get onto that. Back to you. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, so we've known Shay for a long time.
Yeah.
We all went to school together, which was, we just discussed off air a very long time ago, which is kind of depressing.
Yeah.
We finished in 2014, so that's 6 years ago.
Whoa.
Well, it's long.
8 years ago.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm just trying to make it as less as possible. So it was a long time ago. What did you think of our high school experience together?
I reckon it was pretty cool. I mean, for those of you who don't know, John T and I were sports captains.
That's right. That's right. You know, two of the most
You know.
elite sports people in the whole
Man,
school.
how good.
Absolutely thriving.
Yeah.
You carried that. You carried that one.
Shay,
Yeah.
just like a New Zealand rep, you know. Me,
Yeah.
played like fourth grade cricket, you know, just sports captains. That's us.
Yeah, you know.
Nah, it was a good time. I think I can't really remember year 9 and like 10, to be fair, because that just seems like too long ago.
Exactly.
But year 12 and 13 were mean, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Year 9's always a bit awkward, eh? Like
Oh,
you're
very.
you're there with your baggy clothes, looking fresh as
Massive back.
massive
Yeah.
bag.
You still carry a massive backpack.
Yeah, you never left that.
Yeah.
Walking like hunched over because
Yeah.
there's so
Yeah.
much stuff in it.
Yeah.
Martin never knew whether to wear his socks all the way up or down.
not. Yeah.
He always went up.
Up, yeah.
And
I
looked like a bit of a
remember
nerd.
That.
Yeah. I was like,
Hey. Leave me alone, boys. This is like,
wait, what?
you guys bully me. It's
Oh,
just like-
sorry.
We got him in the
Oh,
costume.
I'm gonna guess you just bully me even
no.
more.
This is gonna be our next piece of feedback, guys. Like, you guys need to stop
100%.
talking over each other and bullying
me.
your friend.
And saying that is very true. My socks were up.
Yeah,
Yeah, like-
because you were just always ready for a bit of rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were just like,
I was always
Lunchtime,
like-
you were ready.
yeah.
Oh God, I do remember that.
Nah, I get
Yeah.
that. That's yeah.
You guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, Martin. I won't
I'm
bully
sick
you.
of that.
I won't bully you. But we were saying before we jumped on that you hadn't actually seen Marlon since those school days.
I know,
Yeah.
8 years.
And how much worse does he look now?
Oh mate,
than,
terrible.
than those days. Because let me tell you something. Back then, it was a bit.
was so
What's going on?
sad.
Nah, I'm joking.
Nah, this guy blow up.
Nah.
You guys all like look the same to me though.
Yeah, but
Like,
oh,
really
that's
well.
Really?
Well,
Don't
I
say that
still
to
look the
him. Do not say that to him.
Damn.
He did well for himself.
I did all right.
Marlon's whole identity
Yeah.
is wrapped up in how much better he looks now than back in high school. No, like for real.
I feel like everyone,
that's
you
tough,
know,
eh?
Yeah.
you know,
That's tough,
I
Miles.
feel
We're gonna figure that one
Yeah.
out.
I know,
it
but like
is, yeah.
for most people, it's kind of just natural. You get a bit older, the
Yeah.
slimness comes in, whatever.
Yeah.
Marlon actively
Actively.
worked on that.
Yeah, you know why? It's because I got betrayed multiple times, and I only found out.
By yourself.
Yeah, by myself.
Yeah.
But I only found out afterwards. So you know how your friends are supposed to be like, hey, you know, you're putting on an extra couple pounds. Like, hey, that hair just doesn't look good on you. So this is a core memory for me. I remember like years after we're all sitting around and then we're going through like our high school pics and everyone was like, yeah, why was your hair so fucked up? And I was like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And so for like the audience at home, I like grew out my hair,
Yeah.
but I shaved the sides.
He had like a weird bird's nest situation
I had
going on.
a really,
Respectfully.
it was a bird's
Respectfully.
nest, right?
Yeah, it was a bird's
and
nest.
I remember, and I thought back then, I was like, man, this
This
is flames. This
Yeah.
is the look.
You're doing something.
Yeah, and everyone apparently around me was like, why doesn't this guy get a haircut?
Yeah.
But they didn't tell you.
No one
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah.
And the worst part is he was getting haircuts. He just wasn't doing
I
anything.
wasn't doing anything at the top. And then I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys just let me walk around life looking like that.
Can I be honest with you? I thought that's the look you were going for.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
he's nailing it.
Who are we to question what
Yeah.
we're trying to do? You know?
Exactly.
Well,
Oh,
it's
days.
different.
Yeah.
But, hey,
They
That's-
were supporting you. maybe.
100%.
Yeah.
It's
They were
not my
like,
cup of
you
tea.
do
Yeah.
you kind of
God.
kind
and
of
oh, you
situation.
did you.
Hey, mate,
I
did you
know.
ever?
I did
Did you
yeah.
ever?
I've
I
never seen
did.
anyone do that besides you. So well done.
Such a bad luck.
Yeah.
Holy crap. But
Yeah. But no, so when people bump into him that haven't seen him in a while,
Yeah.
and they don't go, "Oh, Marlon, you look amazing, so much different to what you look like back
Yeah.
in the day," he gets a little bit offended. So
Or
the
do
fact,
they go, "Oh, you've got a good haircut now"? Like,
yeah, and he's lost a bit of weight, and he's in
weight.
shape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
So
the
you
Nice,
took mad
nice.
offense when I moved back.
Yeah. It's another core memory.
Yeah, when I went down to Dunners, I hadn't seen this guy like on and off for years. And then when I came back, and I caught up with these guys. I just, hey boys, good to see you. Hey
Yeah.
Miles, good to see you.
yeah,
And that's what I thought I need to do.
100%.
And then iced me out. He was cold.
He was not
He
happy.
was just like, he was offended. Like he was just like,
that you didn't compliment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
or the
also
fact I didn't
because
see it.
yeah. It's also because I ballooned up for a period of my life to like 110 kgs. And
Yeah.
Martin saw me at that period, and then he went away for like 8 months, came back, and now
And then
I'm
different person.
100%. I'm slimmed out.
yeah.
Old mate looks at just a glancing look and walks past me.
Yeah.
No, nothing. There's
No,
an
you're
elephant in the
looking good,
room.
mate.
Yeah,
no,
absolutely.
you know, looking good.
Oh, thanks, mate.
100%.
Wait, that is you though. That is Martin. Like not good at the old feedback.
No.
Not good at
Nah.
positive reinforcement.
Oh, I'm gonna positive reinforcement.
What?
Can't even say it properly.
yeah, exactly. What?
So
Why?
foreign to me.
Nah. What makes you think you're good at positive reinforcement?
Or with you two, you know.
I think with anyone, you're bad.
Ah, true.
You know what I mean? You just don't give out compliments very.
Nah,
There's
that's
the
a,
feedback.
that's a
There's,
lie.
like,
You're
That's
not
a lie.
forthcoming.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
I'm very honest with you two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like,
you are.
But could you be nice sometimes as well?
Yeah, 100%. See, you guys pay, you know, yeah.
This is just always like an intervention with Martin.
Yeah. No,
like-
I'll move off you, bro. I'm sorry.
Thanks,
I won't. But I just
Chase
wanted,
flaws,
yeah.
yeah.
I just wanted to say the fact that you walked in here today and you didn't recognize
I
Marlon,
know.
and it deeply offended
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
really
8
sorry
years.
about that.
8 years, Shay.
Yeah.
New man.
So this is going to be your first and last time on the show.
Yeah, it was good.
No, I'm
Well,
only
so
joking.
thanks
No.
for having me. We'll see you never.
No,
yeah. No, I'm only joking. Should we start the pod, guys?
Yeah, let's start the pod.
Should we start the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to hit record?
Yeah.
Now, what do we want to talk about? Obviously, a couple of big things have happened since we last recorded. The main one being, I don't know if you guys saw the Oscars, but something pretty major happened at the Oscars recently. Amy Schumer was allowed to tell jokes.
Yeah. That's
So,
pretty
like,
big.
Yeah,
Damn.
that the fact that the fact that they let her get on now. I won't do that. But no, so obviously everyone and their mums have heard about the Will Smith Chris Rock drama.
Yep.
We're not gonna rehash it.
No.
We just want to give our little 2 cents on it really quickly because
Because you want to rehash it.
because people care about what we have to say.
100%,
Martin,
yeah.
we have a very loyal following.
All 7 of them?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they want to know. And well, now Shay's family too, because she's she's on it.
yeah,
Shay's on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They care about what we have to say. So obviously, Chris Rock got up there, made a few jokes about everyone really, but one in particular about Will Smith's wife having alopecia, which I don't. There's still conflicting reports. Did he know she has alopecia or not?
No.
I don't know.
Because I've
Apparently
heard
he's-
both.
Apparently he's made a joke about it before.
Right.
Oh, then
Yeah.
maybe he did.
Yeah.
So he says, "Can't wait for G.I. Jane 2," which does G.I. Jane bald? I don't
I'd
know.
assume
that.
so.
I presume so. Yeah. Will Smith got up there, slapped the shit out of him, went back to his seat, told him to keep his wife's name out of his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I feel bad for Chris Rock
Yeah,
because he got rocked
he did get
in
robbed.
front of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In front of the world,
In front of the
man.
world. In front of his
Millions.
kids.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like, and he did nothing about it, which I commend.
Yeah. Oh, do you commend that?
Like his poise afterwards,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's
Just went on
unreal.
with the
That
job.
is unreal. Like super professional.
Would you have kept making jokes about it?
You know me, I probably would have doubled down.
Yeah. But he didn't. He
He
just
didn't.
kept it moving.
Yeah.
You're a massive Will Smith fan.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've talked about this before.
We have, yes.
Sorry, Shade. That's part of his personality.
Yeah, again,
Oh,
it goes
right.
weight loss transformation, Will Smith.
Smith.
Those are the two
good
things.
to
Yeah,
see.
it is, yeah.
He
Painting a great
fancies
picture.
himself a Will Smith connoisseur.
Yeah, I am,
and
yeah.
a Obama connoisseur.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
loves
huge.
Obama.
That's his personality.
That is
Yeah.
me.
I'll make sure next time I see you, I'll bring up those 3 things.
Yeah, please
absolutely.
do.
Yeah,
Please
the
do.
good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
You got the high school thing.
Yeah.
Transformation. Yeah, yeah.
And always give him the nudge to do his Obama impression because he loves
and-
bringing it
'cause
out.
I do a
Yeah.
great Obama impression.
Yeah.
Especially for girls. So,
yeah, all
yeah.
the time. That's my party trick, actually.
It is. It really
Yeah,
is.
Go on.
Yeah, like, yeah, hey, you know,
on the
maybe at the
spot.
end, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you're a massive Will Smith fan. What did you think?
I thought
Give me your unbiased opinion, okay, please?
on this.
Yeah.
It wasn't more so the slap and the two people involved. I just put myself in that position. If I got bitch slapped in front of 50 million people, what am I gonna do? And I just don't know.
Yeah, it's easy to say, right? It's
Yeah,
easy to
you know
say,
what I mean?
I'll slap him back, or I'll throw hands, or
Yeah.
I'll keep making jokes. But you don't really know what it's like to be in that
Yeah.
situation.
And like Will Smith's such a nice guy.
Yeah, but I don't
he?
believe that
Is he?
anymore.
Is he?
Is he?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
We spoke about it. And there's a lot to unpack there. Like,
yeah.
It's like
Very
it-
complex.
it's like me doing a show on TV3, and John Campbell comes up and he slaps me across the face.
Yeah,
That's the equivalent.
I know.
Am I gonna fucking one out John Campbell right now?
Probably
on
not.
national
Probably
TV?
not. You're probably not going to do that.
Yeah.
Go on with your job.
But
like-
John Campbell just slapped you.
I know, but then now I can't say John Campbell's a nice guy.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Now some of that
Yeah.
shine has been taken
Yeah.
off.
On top of that, John Campbell wins the biggest award of the night.
Yeah, which
later
that
than
would have pissed me off on Chris
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
Like, not only did he get fucking slapped, but now the guy who slapped him, the whole night is about
And
him.
he's getting
Yeah.
a round of applause and everything like that. I'm like,
He gets to give
Yeah.
a speech and do all the rest of that.
what do you think? What did you think about it?
It's a tough one. I feel like it's so complex. Like there's so many layers to it. But I think Chris Rock did a great job. Not
100%.
like
100%.
just retaliating. I don't think he realized what had happened. Like his face afterwards, he's just like,
He's just like, what the fuck just happened?
did that just happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, really complex.
It is a.
Don't know.
Yeah.
My full thoughts on it.
No, yeah, and it's fair. I honestly don't see Will Smith as the same anymore.
Nah.
Like I used to see him
No.
as like we talk about him all the time, where he's just the it guy. Like he's got everything. He's built this amazing career. He seems like a really nice person, charismatic, all these things, right?
Yep.
And now you have a moment like that happen to you, and you kind of go, is that all just a facade? Is it
Do
all
you know?
a bit fake?
You know what it is? He's currently going through his 3rd episode of Genius.
Yeah.
So Kanye's demise.
right.
Where
This is Will Smith's
where
demise.
things
you
start
reckon?
surfacing because, like, if I look at it from what we've heard and what we understand about his relationship with Jada,
Yeah.
that's just toxic. There's
Yeah.
just like that's just that J. Cole lyric.
Yes. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so bad
Jada
now.
and
eh?
All Love.
Yeah.
Anytime that song comes on now, I just turn it down.
yeah. Yeah.
and turn it back up.
Turn it back up
Exactly.
a little
He
bit,
needs to
yeah.
say like
Because
that-
that's not a relationship I look to. I'm like, I want that.
And no relationship is perfect.
Yeah.
You know, like even Jay-Z and Beyonce, they had their little dramas. They got albums out of it. But now it seems, what?
No, I mean,
You know, now it seems all good. But this one,
This
it's a
one,
little,
yeah.
it's a little
years
continuous.
in the making, and not one thing that's caused it.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of things. It was like, that's toxic.
So do we all think this originates at the August Alsina thing, right? And
More than that.
more than that.
Even back to Tupac.
Oh yeah, she dated Tupac, eh? But I'm guessing like in the recent phase of it, like so he started getting disrespected with the memes because of that whole thing, and now the Chris Rock slap was just a culmination of all his frustration and
Yeah.
feelings resurfacing because of this one joke.
That's what it looks like. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like. But who knows?
Because I don't think it was that one joke that was like,
Nah.
nah, time to get
Nah,
up.
there
and-
has to be
He looked
more
like he
to
enjoyed
it.
it.
Yeah, he was laughing.
And that's
Yeah.
what takes me back to like, oh, that's a toxic relationship because he enjoyed it. Like it
Yeah.
was a funny joke.
Yeah,
I mean, objectively, I'm like, that's a funny joke. Like we don't know how if she's really suffering. Like like she
Yeah.
has it, but she could be like a strong person who's like, it's what it is.
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What is alopecia? Like I know it's obviously you losing your hair, but like is that all it is, or is there more to it than that?
I believe it's just losing.
But that
your hair.
could affect a woman's confidence.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, it affects a man's confidence.
Yeah, it affects a man's
Yeah, but
confidence.
in this instance,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's Jada we're talking about.
Okay, another question. If we flip the script, now if it's Amy Schumer making a joke about Will and his meme.
I'm just
and-
gonna tune out for this one. You guys take over.
There we go.
And-
Going Hollywood.
And, she says a flagrant joke about Will. Jada's doing what? Do we think?
Laughing.
Laughing?
Laughing.
Laughing.
Not
Yeah.
laughing.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Absolutely
laughing.
piping up.
Exactly.
Like, just laughing.
Even if Will visibly doesn't like the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see her getting
Yeah.
up
You
there.
know what I mean?
She wouldn't even raise her voice. Like it wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. So that's the problem we have in society, guys. It's always the men standing up for.
No, here we go.
As we have our first ever female guest on the pod.
On the show, great
I'm
start.
just waiting for all the comments under this.
Yeah,
Great
no.
start.
Obviously,
No.
that's a joke, guys. That's a joke.
That's
It's a joke, but I
Yeah.
mean, we see what we see. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about
Yeah.
the two public situations like this, it's been Kanye standing up for Beyonce, not even his wife.
Yeah.
Firstly, not even his wife.
Yeah.
Just his friend, and now Will standing up for Jada.
Yeah, but then also you start to unpack things and like there seems to be a common denominator between
Which
the two.
is egomaniacs.
Yeah, and a bit of a mental health.
Will's not mental
I don't
health,
think
bro.
bro. There's a
Mate,
problem.
I reckon he's
I
he's
have to agree
battling.
with Mark.
He's
Yeah.
battling.
Really?
bro.
Do you reckon?
I'm sorry if your if your wife's like, what was it? What was the
Entangling.
phrase?
She's
But
entangling.
here's the thing. He's sleeping out around with women too. He's got to be.
Yeah, but no one's like begging him for it. So everyone looks at him like, oh, he's this cuck. He's this guy. Just so we've used that phrase before. He's this guy who's just like
He's just getting his wife
just sits-
piped.
Yeah.
he just sits there. He's the
Sorry,
guy who
Shay.
just sits there and takes
All
abuse.
good.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what
Yes.
that's how he comes across.
Yeah.
And so now he's just like it's just building up, and he's like, oh, I'm not that guy, whatever.
Yeah.
And he just smacked Chris Rock.
Because do you know what it is? Oh, guys, I've got it. And this is going to be a revelation to everyone.
Okay.
All right, go on.
So him smacking Chris Rock isn't about the insult to Jada. It's about the insult to himself. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Nah, Martin, listen,
pretty
mate.
sure we came to the
no,
conclusion.
no.
Well, you have
Do you know
it.
what I mean? Like that's him taking that slide. He's like, nah, I gotta
Which
do
speaks
something about
volumes to him not being a nice guy.
But no one likes being disrespected, bro. You gotta
Yeah,
think
but
about it.
also there's ways to go about things.
True.
You know, Chris really did not do anything to you,
Yeah.
and you come out here and just
Yeah.
assault him.
Yeah,
you
I know.
know?
Okay.
that's crazy.
How about we do this? How about we bring it back down to just the common folk, right? We're all in a circle.
Yeah.
We're all at dinner or something.
Mhm.
Well, actually, this is good for you because last night you were making some flagrant jokes about a friend of ours and his girlfriend. So this is
Exposed. Martin's
yeah.
getting
So this is,
exposed
if
again.
anything, this is great
Right.
timing.
No, no,
actually great timing.
This is
Yeah.
great timing.
That's not even exposure. I'm here for it. I said what I said.
Here we
So
go.
yeah, so bit of background for
See
you.
what I said?
Yeah, bit of background for you, Shay, and
Yes, no, I got to know now.
and the audience as well.
Yeah.
We're all catching up last night. A group of us that have been mates for the longest time.
Yeah.
One of our friends has been with his girlfriend for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, she's great, whatever.
Yeah.
Martin, for some reason, I don't know what ticked you off last night,
Yes.
but he was just, obviously he's a funny guy, so
Yeah,
he
the
always
friend's
makes jokes.
there, by the way.
Yeah, the friend's obviously there
Right.
as
So
well.
he's
Yeah.
there.
Girlfriend's not there.
Lucky, I feel.
Yeah, Marty's obviously a funny guy, loves to crack jokes, loves to like roast on people, whatever. Last night, you got a little bit Chris Rocky with
Yeah,
it.
you did.
You know, you
Yeah,
just
It's on
started.
another level.
Yeah,
Another
and he just started digging at his girl
Yeah.
out of love, he says. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't catch a few hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you did, I wouldn't have been. I would have been like, yeah,
Hey, and
figure
it
that out.
It was. I agree. It was to the point where I would have had to take it.
Exactly.
I expected it, but I said it to his face.
Yeah. And so did Chris Rock. Chris Rock said it to their face,
Yeah.
and then still just copped
Yeah,
it.
it was
Nah,
wild.
it was jokey.
Was
Yeah,
it?
it was
now?
Jokey.
It was jokey, yes. Because I've
Yeah.
said some things to her as well.
Have you?
Okay, you
I-
didn't tell me after this podcast.
Who it is?
So what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, of
I've
course.
said things to her face as well. Like,
No, you haven't.
yeah, I have.
She's the
Not
most
that-
sweet, like fragile girl in the world, and you're just like,
Oh, okay. Potato salad.
no, okay, we gotta stop. We gotta
Yeah,
stop.
explain after.
Yeah.
From a woman's point of view,
Yeah.
if that was to happen to you, would you expect your man to do something about it
In like a closed group.
publicly
Yeah.
or in a private situation?
Yeah.
I feel like if it's, I guess it depends on the joke, like what the joke is about.
Yeah. Okay.
But if it's like a public setting and like other people making fun of, like I think I'd be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be like butt hurt inside, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be, you know, like
You're not expecting
I
him
would
to.
not expect
Yeah.
someone to be like, yo, bam, bam.
Yeah.
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 I don't. Yeah, he should have just done the outburst from the crowd.
Yeah. I agree with that.
That would have just been like.
I
yo,
agree with that.
Or
That's-
like called him out and told him why he was angry at him
Yeah,
for the
not
joke.
just-
So
Yeah.
people knew rather than just like a
Yeah.
Yeah, not just
Yeah.
walk up and.
smack the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
let's say you're at dinner with like a bunch of people, and someone makes a slide at you,
yeah.
and everyone laughs, including your man, and you're like, man,
Half.
whole mate's laughing a bit too much of that joke.
Yeah.
What are you doing in that situation? Are you pulling one side, being listen?
Hey, don't ever
That's
fucking do
not
that
on,
again. Yeah.
100%.
And
We need a woman's perspective.
we need a woman's, yeah. And as a matter of fact, the
Specific.
next time that happens, I expect you to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't want to call them out in front of everyone. You'd have to do it like afterwards.
Yeah.
Right.
So you don't make them feel bad, even though they may have made
Oh,
you feel
Shay's sweet.
bad.
Oh, okay.
Shay's good.
Just gotta,
Yeah.
you know.
But you would want him to sort of be like, hey.
Or depends on the joke.
That's
though,
true.
You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Back to depends on the joke. But if it's a bad one and everyone's laughing, you're just like, okay.
Yeah, like something.
In
Yeah.
the car, you're like, yo, that was not it.
Don't do that.
Like,
Yeah.
don't do that again.
Yeah.
That can
yeah.
be quite scary though. When you get, you're like, oh, I may have laughed a bit hard.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna cop a verbal assault. So
Yeah, man.
Well, at
that's-
least they're aware though.
Or you start piling on, even worse.
yeah, when you start,
Yeah.
are you familiar with that?
Oh, speaking from experience,
Once
it's like,
or twice. Yeah, no, that's bad, man. But yeah, anything else we want to say about Will Smith and Chris Rock and this whole big drama?
Nothing new that hasn't been said before.
That's been literally bigger than the war that's currently going
Yeah,
on
I
in
know.
the news.
It's
I know.
dominated the news
Man.
cycle. It's actually
That's
kind of
so
insane.
bad.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot about us as humans. Eh? We're
comments on
like,
society, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a war. Nah, old news.
Yeah.
I want to see.
or they gave war like a 3-week spotlight
3 weeks is generous
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
and then just phase that out of the
Silence,
cycle.
yeah,
But it's still very much happening.
exactly.
Yeah.
Did you guys anyone actually watch the Oscars?
No.
Does anyone watch the Oxers?
A Kiwi
The
won
what?
something, right? Yeah.
It's
It's the
Oh my
oxes.
Yeah, oxes.
Can't say I've seen the oxes.
Yeah,
We
my
don't
bad.
even address that anymore, eh? We just because
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
has
we
about 10 of those an episode.
Yeah, we're
and
just
we
like,
just
alright,
used
it's
to
what it
like,
is.
oh,
That's
Yeah.
what it
Here we
is.
go.
Yeah.
You see it in the editor and you go, just keep
We'll keep that
move
in.
it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, a Kiwi director won Best Director, I think.
Taika.
Nah. wait, relax, man. Come on. We've got more than one, alright? Come on.
Female director.
Female director.
Really?
Jane. was
Jane.
Champion? Champion?
Yeah.
Campion.
Champion.
Jane
Oh,
Campion.
man.
Love the movie she made.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? What
Yeah.
was the movie again?
Fast and Furious 9, I think.
yeah.
Arturo Drift.
Yeah. What did that even look like?
Just
What?
a bunch of WRXs.
Yeah, I just say that.
Nah,
And I see like the
Skylines.
bicycles
Skylines,
too
yeah.
there
Yeah.
with like the sirens on
Oh,
them.
yes.
Just like around supporting
Yeah.
it.
That'll be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Jane Campion.
Big shout out to Jane Campion.
Well done.
And there's the Grammys are on tomorrow. We're recording this on a Sunday. Grammys are on tomorrow. Who do we want to win?
Who's up for nomination?
Yeah, I have
Who's
no
nominated?
idea.
Yeah.
Music people. I don't know.
I honestly have no clue who's like
Neither.
Yeah.
being nominated, so I don't know.
Are these
I don't even know the categories anymore.
What do you mean? Like best rap album, best pop album.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been many, to be honest. So I was like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Any Kiwis, you reckon?
oh,
Did Lord do anything?
Lord?
Yeah,
She?
that would have been in the last cycle.
she hasn't dropped anything in like.
Yeah, solar power.
I know.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sing.
Yeah, oh, don't do that.
Oh,
Don't
did
do
it make
that.
this cut off?
Yeah, it must do it. I don't know.
Nah, all the best, Lord.
You're a hater, man.
100%.
Offering my support to a fellow Kiwi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Do these awards mean anything anymore?
Nah.
Nah.
Okay.
I
Because
don't think
everything's
so.
shifted to social media.
Yeah.
That's how they get their validation and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's like the new metric.
Well, yeah, we talked about it last year where Spotify Wrapped is more significant than the Grammys to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if Drake is your number one, or if he's like number one across a lot of people's Spotify Wrapped,
Yeah.
Drake's the hottest rapper or artist
Yeah.
in the game. Taylor Swift, Adele, whatever.
Yeah.
Grammys, it's like, I don't really care. Doesn't really matter anymore.
Mm.
You know?
It's like, yeah. Grammys don't mean much to me.
Doesn't hit the same.
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I just watch it for like the music performances, really. You know.
Oh,
the-
that's right.
You watch
yeah.
it for the
Live performance?
interactions and the
Yeah.
interactions,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the outfits.
Yeah, there's some out the gate ones
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah. Oh, I hope Jack Harlow wins. I'm big on Jack
Oh, I
Harlow
like
right
Jack
now.
Harlow.
Are you
Yeah.
going for Jack Harlow's concert?
I'm not, but I feel like I want to buy a ticket.
We want to go. I just don't want to go to that venue it's at.
Yeah.
Which one?
Trust Arena.
Trust.
Arena. Why do you not like Trust Arena?
Oh,
Just because where it's based, or
Terrible.
Is it?
Trust Arena's really.
yeah.
yeah, but Martin doesn't like it for a different reason.
Yeah. Why did
and I
you
want to
like
hear
it,
more
Martin?
about it.
Oh, I want a bit more space. A bit more.
Yeah, he's a star. Why would they put him out there?
Yeah.
I thought maybe like Mount Smart or something.
Yeah.
Isn't that where they do like all
Oh.
the
Um,
big?
Yeah. you
I don't know
think
if
so?
Jack.
Well,
Yeah, could Jack Harlow fill
I don't know
out
if Jack
Mount
Harlow's
Smart,
got
bro?
Mount Smart
At
pool.
least.
Yeah.
but definitely
and then-
Spark Arena.
Or Spark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spark
yeah.
would be good.
Yeah, I'm done with concerts.
Oh yeah,
I keep getting knocked out at concerts.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
and like
Is
Trust
that
Arena
why
as
you
well.
Don't like Trust Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, Trust, I haven't experienced one there, but I just feel like
It'll happen.
My next one's bound to happen there.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. Just innocent bystander, just
Just
Actual.
launches one.
yeah,
Yeah,
multiple
Where?
times.
Multiple times.
Multiple
Yeah.
times.
What
yeah.
were you doing?
No, explain the
Just-
story.
Just enjoying the concert.
No.
Talking shit about their girlfriend.
There it is.
yeah. Can you imagine that?
It's like, guys, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, a couple concerts, I've just been standing there with sometimes these guys, and then just from nowhere, just boom, far.
Yeah.
Side of the head.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Do you know the first time that
What?
happened to you at Logan Campbell Centre?
Yeah.
That's no longer a thing. It's been shut down because they heard about that tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've shut that whole venue down now.
Yes.
Went to receivership though.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Because of what happened to
Because
me.
that what happened to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Martin just got punched in the face at Logan Campbell. He was like 16 too.
It's like stay just this.
Poor kid.
No way.
I know the race of the guy.
Yeah.
And I know the build of the guy.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say anything.
Nah. Well, no, that's kind of podcast.
Because-
We don't do that.
It's been the same. It's been the same one every time.
Yeah.
Which is funny. It's not what you think. It's not what you
It's
think.
been the
No.
same, not same guy.
Just following him around.
Yeah, it's just like, where's this guy?
Yeah.
These guys just pay for someone to come and punch me.
Imagine. April Fool. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Pranked.
Gotcha.
It's August.
Yeah, that's why he's
yeah.
got active brain damage.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's actually how many times has this happened?
To me, 5 times, 2 or 3 with these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
don't have active brain damage because of it. Because of
Oh,
that.
not
Because of that.
but-
Did you get like concussed?
Twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, hey! I shut up and got on with it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the concert.
100%.
Then admitted myself
Can you
to hospital.
actually enjoy
Yeah.
the concert afterwards?
Yeah, I feel
Huh?
like your head.
Nah,
would
just
be
elevate
like,
so you just
at that stage, the sound just started traveling.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's like a
Where
minute.
am I?
it's that spatial audio.
It's amplified.
5 times.
5 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you look at them a certain way and they're like,
Nah,
"Who's
like
this
most of the time it's
Yeah.
just zero.
Nah,
like,
you've got a bit of an eye
I just-
problem, bro.
I just maybe one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one time.
I
But
feel like you might hold the record for that. Like, that's actually insane.
That's bad,
Yeah.
eh?
Like, that is so bad.
Yeah.
maybe you guys do put a hit. You know, you
I
guys,
do, yeah.
Put
No.
her
Like
head
this
down
guy.
on you.
Yeah,
eh?
this guy's been talking too much this week.
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah. Give him a little bit of a tap, yeah?
yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, so that's part of my who I am.
No, it's not. That's not part of who you are.
That's my Will Smith.
Nah,
Will
nah.
Smith moment.
No, man.
Punched
Yeah.
in the face.
The strangest ones when he said he got punched at the Shania Twain concert. Eh?
That really was strange.
You wouldn't expect,
Yeah.
you know, all the middle-aged mums to
Well, they were just
get a
like-
bit rowdy. Like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I kept
must-
claiming to be a woman. Like,
Exactly. They're like,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah. What's up there?
Let's talk about the All Whites, guys.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know, but
Off the
there's...
back of supporting Kiwis.
Of
Yeah.
course,
Oh,
yeah.
Good luck, Lord.
By the way, yeah, big shout out to whoever's nominated and who's Kiwi tomorrow. We should really know this, but we don't, so it's all
Yes.
good.
But good luck to you.
But good
100%,
luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know this, but it's actually a World Cup year this year for
I found out like a couple days ago.
for the game of FIFA. So why is it called FIFA? Doesn't matter. Whatever.
Google.
FIFA World Cup is this year in Qatar.
Qatar of all places.
Martin, tell us where Qatar is real quick.
It's like
yeah,
Middle East.
yeah,
Is it?
But like, is it African side? Nah, hey.
Nah, Mars, nah. Wait, get him in check. Get him in check.
Nah, because you
I
know how
know
we
what
got
you
the you know how we got the what are the other ones that are African but
Oh, like
North African.
like Tunisia and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sudan.
one of those, but no, it's
Yeah.
not one of those actually.
Where is
Yeah.
it? What's a neighboring country to Qatar, do we reckon? It's not like by Saudi Arabia, is it?
Nah,
Yeah, it's in
like not
like
by it,
Oman?
but
It's like in that area.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's more. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Okay, and Qatar is the country. What's the city? Or is there several cities, I'm guessing?
yeah. I'd assume there's several cities in Qatar.
No, the way the World Cup's being held.
Yeah, I'm also
Yeah.
would assume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, just because the Olympics is always in a city, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But the FIFA World Cup is...
Oh, 'cause you
No, because
can't-
you've got stadiums you've got
can't.
all over the country.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. Qatar is hosting the 2022 World
Two.
Cup.
Yeah.
The All Whites are heading along, maybe?
Potentially, they are one win away
Yeah.
from securing their ticket to the pool of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should really ask Shay this because she's like a
Yeah,
semi-sports
I know,
journo.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
we're kind of just like
yeah.
speculating.
So much about football, like
Yeah. So the All Whites might go along. Is
So
that-
they got one more game to
Qualifiers.
qualify, and they're
Yep.
playing Costa Rica. Costa Rica.
Costa Rica's good?
Yes.
Oh, must be.
Yep.
I imagine
But like
so, right?
all white's good though.
Yeah, are they All Whites good?
What's the
No, 'cause they
All
are
Whites good?
Costa Rica are like ranked 48th, 45th.
What are we?
Where are we?
We've just been promoted like 100 spots.
Nice.
So we're almost 100. No, like we're
So
legit.
that leaves us
I
to
think-
100.
I think we're ranked between 100 and 80.
So we're top.
100
Okay.
and 80.
So we're top 100. That's pretty good,
Maybe.
you know. For how
Not
many?
bad
last
for
week?
New Zealand.
Yeah.
And how many people play football?
In New Zealand?
No, in the world.
Oh,
Yeah, like
heaps.
yeah, all of
Heaps
Africa,
sport.
Europe, South America,
Yeah. The Asians do.
Asians play it as well.
Yeah. The whole
Um,
world plays it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if we do hit along, apparently we're in a really bad pool.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who else is in that?
Germany,
Tough.
Oh, yep.
Spain,
Tough.
Yep.
Oh, yep, tough.
Japan.
Oh, yep.
Japanese are really good at football.
they're
man.
little.
Yeah, but they're little, but they're little,
fast.
little nippers,
Yeah,
man.
you
Little
bro.
nippers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
you know?
just like 11 strikers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know,
11 strikers.
And,
And-
you know, they're so polite, apologetic.
They are,
They'll steal the ball
exactly.
from you, but say,
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and then either Costa Rica or the All
Or the All
Whites.
Whites. I really hope the All Whites make it. And I hope we can do the thing that we did 5 years ago, whenever the last World Cup happened.
No, we were in the last. I think we were 12 years ago. Was our last?
Yeah.
Damn.
High school.
We've
It was
missed the last-
start of high school.
We've missed the
Whoa.
last
Yeah.
2-3 World Cups.
Really?
Yeah.
We're not good?
Oh. When you
Whoa.
you know when you're
Yeah.
ranked
Like
on the wrong
Yeah.
end of 100.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough.
The way we celebrated that World Cup.
Oh my God, I
was
loved it.
disgraceful.
Nah, it was great.
Bring Hollywood down. Bring Hollywood down.
Yeah, we didn't win a single
single
game,
game.
But
we celebrated as if they won the World Cup.
I know, but they didn't lose a single game, Alan. That's what you got to remember.
Nor did they win.
Not losing if you're an all white is just as good as winning.
It's just
it's
as
the
good as
same
winning.
thing,
Oh, no.
especially at a World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't I can't watch soccer football.
Why?
It's just
I'm in the same boat.
That's a lie because you wake up at 4 o'clock to watch Manchester United.
Yeah, 100%.
not anymore. Because when you wake up to watch your team lose 3-0,
Yeah.
It's
10 games in a row.
To Pakenham.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a bit tough.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'd
I'll
give
be
up too.
I'll be honest. I jumped on that hype train
Because of Ronaldo.
years ago. No,
Yeah.
years ago. And
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't care for the sport or the team.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I want to
But
be part of a
That's a
conversation
committed
about it.
hype train to be
Yeah.
on, man.
No, it's
4 in
not,
the
'cause, like,
morning.
4 a.m. for a football.
It's not even that cool because like everyone's like, oh, you support Man U. I'm like, yeah, and they're like, it's a bandwagon team. So like, I
Yeah.
can't really join the conversation anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't really care anymore.
That's a bit different. Like when it's World Cup time, oh man, you
Yeah.
know?
This guy gets really into it.
I'm into it.
But not
you know?
Really?
not for his country, for like the
No.
randomest country.
Yeah, I know,
Portugal.
you know, or like Cameroon or like
Yeah.
Ghana. I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, you see like thing getting feisty. I mean, you love to see the underdogs win.
That's
you know?
true. That is
Yeah.
true.
So let's back our boys.
Yeah, 100%.
saying
I'm backing
that-
them.
We are going to be in a pool of death.
I'm
So
backing
it's-
the whites.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is
I'm
that
backing
the,
the whites.
Is that the
What's
slogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Backing white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna love you. What's David
Taronga.
Electric?
Epsom.
Epsom, yeah.
Epsom.
Yeah.
Nah, it's tough. So it's like, okay, I guess the question we were going to pose
Yeah.
would be like, is there any point at this stage? Because there's like funding and stuff going towards it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yep. Shay, you're in charge. You're in charge of
Yeah.
Football New Zealand. Is it time to send our boys to Qatar? One, probably a security risk. Let's be honest. Two, they're not going to win any games.
do we put a pause on this one and then over the next cycle really upskill them?
Yeah.
And next time,
Yeah, we
We make
reinvest
it
into the
work.
grassroots. Yeah.
this time around,
Maybe we poach a couple rugby players or, something like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just imagine that. It just comes and just shoulder charge.
Yeah.
It's like, red. So yeah.
Yeah.
So are we sending the boys or not?
I mean, if it's in their funding and, they've budgeted for it, I
Yeah,
guess
but-
they
But you
Scrap
know,
all that.
Yeah,
You-
no,
you get
know,
to decide.
You know,
You
you,
get
could
to
put that
decide.
budget to
If
something
you can
else.
help,
Yeah.
you
You
can
know?
ask me like, we could. There's a strong chance this
Yeah.
money's not going to be.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's a hard one.
you're a woman in sport, so they could always use a bit of extra
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah, well, the Women's World Cup's next year in New Zealand, by the way, everyone.
There we go.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not know
like
that?
Like the
Well, it's like split between New Zealand and Australia.
no, but like open age, or like
Yeah,
age group.
yeah. The
no,
open
like
age.
because we-
women's,
not
women's,
like the-
women's.
Yeah.
Because we always get to host like the under 17 stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
no, it's
Women's FIFA World
Oh,
Cup.
Yeah.
yo, yeah, boys, stay home this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know.
Nah, not
I'm
in the
gonna
fence,
Political.
mate. Hey,
I'm gonna be I'm not causing
They're playing
stirring.
Germany and Spain.
It's Germany and Spain.
We
Didn't
know
Germany
what
win the last one?
Yeah, we know what the outcome's going to be.
Yeah, that's tricky.
You know,
I
That's
mean,
tricky.
Yeah, but
Because
like,
you got like 3 semi-finalists
Yeah.
in your pool.
yeah.
The Germans don't mess around, man.
100%.
You're the Spaniards.
Just like,
So if New
Yeah.
Zealand doesn't go, Costa Rica.
We'll go
Costa
in
Rica
their place,
goes,
you know?
yeah.
But how's the decision made on who's
They play each other.
They play each other.
Oh, right.
to whoever
But you
wins
know, you can be like,
qualifies.
hey boys, just
Yeah.
Yeah, just give it a rest, you know? Don't try your
let
best.
me go into match fixing.
So at the moment it's still like 50-50.
Yeah. Oh, 80-20.
60-40.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
But there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Don't sit on the fence, Jay. It's back the boys.
Or let's back the whites or let's not back the whites.
I think I'm just
100%.
going to back them. They're a New Zealand team. Just, you know.
100%.
Nice.
I can't believe you two
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
even
I'm not
entertained
changing
the
my
thought.
position. I'll take all that money and I'm pumping that straight into the City Rail link. We're getting that car at 2022.
Let's go, baby.
You're welcome. You know?
Yeah.
No World Cup. Just
No. Let's
Nah,
finish
but
that.
Imagine if they cause an upset and get 2 draws.
yeah.
Yo, unreal.
Like, we
I'm
could
buying a
have parade. New
jersey.
Zealand's having a parade.
Yeah, we're having.
100%.
I
What
might
else
buy a
do they do?
jersey if that happens.
No
Yeah.
else. Just,
But maybe
just
we've got to give them a
draws.
little bit more credit because, like, that's, you know, like everyone there who plays at the top level in
Yeah.
soccer is elite.
And think about it, bro.
And our guys aren't really exposed to that level of competition.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the people that play it, soccer is their sport. Soccer's not even our first, second, maybe our third, maybe fourth sport, and we're still going to the World Cup.
Yeah.
You know,
We
whereas-
have one professional team in this country. Oh, like they
Club
compete-
team.
Club
Yeah.
team. They
Yeah,
compete
Wellington Phoenix.
in a foreign competition.
exactly.
And we're not doing well in that
Yeah.
Either,
Yeah.
yeah, but
for
we
like
won't
the
talk
past
about
10 years. So
Yeah.
if you can get a group of guys
Yeah.
to even qualify for that,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. Like Germany, their whole thing is football and being
Yeah.
depressed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
fair.
so-
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
fair.
They only got 2 things to do.
Yeah.
So of course they're going to be good.
Mm.
France, is France good?
France is very
France pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine they'll be
France
pretty
is
good.
Really good. Yeah.
There was
Damn.
like an upset the other week, wasn't there? Was it Italy that didn't?
They didn't make the World Cup.
Someone-
Yeah, they
someone
didn't make the
the
Wait,
World
what?
Cup.
Really?
Yeah.
Italy
Yeah.
did not qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
New Zealand qualifies. That's
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's
But you go
huge.
by region.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Europe only gets a certain amount?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
And we
I
have
mean,
to
still.
respectfully,
Still.
we have to go through
Oceania.
Oceania.
We play
Yeah.
like
which-
Papua New Guinea and stuff.
Hey,
Papua New
don't
Guinea
say
does
like
not
that.
have a team.
Yeah.
There's no way Papua New Guinea has a team.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you know what I mean?
Well, they mustered up a team last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, there's things like that. That's
Who won last time?
The World Cup?
Yeah.
Belgium.
No, it wasn't
Belgium.
They're pretty good, bro.
Actual?
Yeah. They're like
was-
Germany 1B.
What
it
I
was France. France won.
France won, of course. I knew that. What I want to happen is all the people that play in Europe that are African should play for the African countries.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's money, bro.
I know, but I don't like
Money
that.
is the thing.
I don't
and
like
money
that.
in football is
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's not like you play in New Zealand like for rugby and you get like a $200,000 contract.
Yeah.
And then you go to Oz, maybe $30,000 contract. It's like you're going
Weekly.
from nothing
To
to
millions.
like the gap is millions.
no. But what I'm saying is when it comes to World Cup time,
They should
they
go
should go
play.
play for their country.
Yeah, but then
Well-
like their teams won't give the release like insurance and all that stuff. Like
That's
Wait,
lame.
what? You say all the Africans in Europe should play for African
They
teams.
play for European clubs.
Yeah.
But all that are like French nationals.
they could
Yeah.
play for both.
Can they not go play for their country from the origin?
Well, they can. And the teams want them to.
Do they?
Don't.
Yeah. But they're not. They want to play for France. So you grow up in
Because
France.
it's like France.
Yeah, you know,
It's
and
like
also it's like France,
and
you know?
because they
It's
know
like
that
money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
money too,
It's
yeah.
like Kiwis, guys born here, moved to Oz when like
Oh.
15, 16.
Yeah.
And they become Australian all of a sudden.
I don't like that.
So they
Yeah.
can play Origin.
Yeah, it's because they can play Origin. They can
Yeah.
play for the best team. Like, mate,
Nah, but think about how much better it would be like if there would be there's like a bunch of countries that were really good.
yeah,
as
but that's
opposed
not
to
how
just
that's
5
not how
or 6.
things go, bro. It's just
Yeah, ideal
there
world
has
thing.
to be
Yeah,
the
ideal,
one
yeah.
best.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
nah.
And it's New Zealand.
Yeah.
exactly. So who's our pick
Yeah.
this year? Who do we think's gonna win? I'm backing New Zealand to be honest.
I'm backing Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just
I'm backing the boys from New Zealand.
Yeah.
But, you know.
They got quite an explosive offense.
they do have an explosive offense and and a very linear defense. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, my boys from Iran, the first team to be just all Gucci'd out.
Yeah.
3 sets of eyebrows.
Exactly. And the whole team.
Whole team.
Yeah, including the coach.
Including coach and the staff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I saw someone the other day, and it was a man, and they'd quite clearly just what what
Go on,
laughing at?
carry on.
And they've quite clearly just done their eyebrows, like freshly waxed or threaded or whatever.
Yeah.
That is kind of jarring, hey, when you see it on a man.
And so,
Yeah.
where was this mirror?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just at home actually. Yeah. Have you guys ever come across that?
Me? Oh, yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I mean you would, given where you're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's jarring for me.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's normal for me now. But
Okay. On women, I get it, but on men,
yeah,
it's like
because
whoa.
I grew up pretty much Samoan.
right.
So when I interacted with Iranians,
That's weird because last time we were
I
talking
know,
we went into that Iranian cafe. He was like, "Hey, I pretty much grew up
Iranian, yeah.
It's like interesting, you know.
every
how
day
you
it
kinda
switches.
Oh, it's,
Yeah.
it's like, how I feel
so-
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
chameleon.
Yeah, the randomest one was, you know, when we went to that Nigerian spot and he was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, it's funny, Mati."
Oi nah. Yeah.
Carry on,
You
sorry.
just get roasted,
I just
eh?
went a bit too
Far
hard.
out.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Nigerian community there.
Oh,
Yeah.
big shout out to the Nigerian community.
yeah.
Jollof rice?
Niger.
Niger? Yeah.
Yeah.
Plantain. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let's. No segue here. Do you want to talk about? Want to talk about sports? All the
Oh,
best
okay.
all whites.
Oh,
all the
oh,
best
yeah.
all
yeah.
whites.
Back in the
I
all
actually
whites.
had a segue, but that's not really a segue. Martin the other day
Here we go. Okay.
came across
Another one.
this attractive girl,
Yeah.
right? And he was just breaking it down, and he was like, "Oh, you know, we were just having a chat, you know," and then he's like, "I don't know if she's giving me the eyes or not, X, Y, Z, right?" And we're like, "Oh yeah," and then because obviously we're all males, and we're just like, "It'll be interesting to get a female's perspective."
Okay.
What, you know, how far do you go to, you know, giving guys hints? You know what I mean? And like, how obvious do you go? And to a point where you're just like, he just doesn't get it.
Sorry, just where's the segue?
That's what I mean. It's a segue, but not really a segue.
Yeah, this is no
I
segue.
just
I
kinda
just did that to make you feel like
I
maybe
just
a little
crowbar
better.
this in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just answer that question whenever
You know
that
what I mean?
was.
I feel like. Wait, can you repeat that again?
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are hints that you drop to guys that you're
To
like,
let them know that you
yeah,
like them.
yeah, or like, you know, you want to be like, hey, let's go out for a drink, X, Y, Z. So in this scenario,
Because I remember this vividly.
Yeah,
I remember
I do,
this. Yeah,
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that. Yeah.
this female went up, approached Martin.
Oh,
and-
she approached you.
Yeah,
Oh, well, that's like,
And-
I feel
and
like
then-
first.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Damn, all right.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
and was like, hey, listen, I'm free right now. Do you want to go grab a drink? And what was Martin's response?
Yeah, Martin, what was your response?
Oh, so that,
It's at the time, is it?
Did you say you didn't have time?
I don't know
He
what I
just
said. I
froze.
think I don't know. I started speaking a different language. Anyway, stop.
But yeah, that's my question.
I feel like that's pretty. That's
She was pretty obvious about
yeah.
it, eh? Yeah.
It's because
That seems like.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
think
think I sometimes I'll be like, hey, do you want to do something? But just friendly.
Of course.
yeah.
You,
know what I mean?
guys made me seem like a dickhead, but
No.
that's something I'd do.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you would.
So I just
Yeah,
thought maybe
absolutely.
that's the same.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
No, because as guys, we usually need singles.
Singles.
we need single women.
signals
Yes.
to be like clear for us to
Yeah.
be like, this person's interested in me. But I'm asking, like, in your past too, what have you done just to drop the hint?
I feel like you kind of. If you're just having a normal chat and they say something like funny, you kind of
Yeah.
over exaggerate.
You laugh a little bit harder?
Oh,
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
And
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know.
Martin gets that, yeah.
it's tough because I've never even had a laugh. So
nah.
how do you exaggerate nothing?
You get
know
the
what I mean?
big laugh and the, nah, stop it. you get that one.
Do the Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Physical touch. If like, or like,
Huge.
like,
Okay.
you know, if they like.
Yeah. Well, you have,
Yeah.
you get physical.
Oh,
like,
no.
well, just,
Don't do that.
yeah, Martin's had full, nah. Okay. Can we say this? Martin's had full crotch grabs.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god,
he's just-
that is so. That's crossing the line.
It is crossing the
though.
line.
Yeah,
It's
that's
good as crossing the line.
No.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And
imagine if a dude did that to like.
100%.
100%.
100%.
What the hell?
that was the biggest curveball out of the whole thing.
Can I just say I was a bit drunk that night? All right. So I just wanted to apologize for that.
Exactly.
No,
And it was
but
weird,
Mum
yeah.
did have a crotch, crotch grab.
and
Yeah.
hey, that if the roles were reversed,
Man.
100% I'd be in jail.
Yeah, you would be.
That
You would
is
be.
so bad.
Yeah, it is. So like we keep saying,
Yeah.
it is an unfair advantage to women in the world.
But then
I'm joking.
you've got an agenda here.
I know.
But
It's just really like
yeah, it goes both ways. But in this instance, I could laugh it off.
Yeah. Well, after she let go, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But she
that's
held on for a while.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, so going back to the original question. So when a woman's talking to you, what are you sort of looking out for? Obviously the laugh, maybe the little hand on the shoulder,
maybe
hand
like,
on the leg.
like they try and get a little bit closer as like they're talking.
Yeah. This is for all our listeners, by the
Yeah,
way. We
it
don't
is.
need
Oh my
this.
God.
Yeah, we don't.
I feel
we
like
don't
those
need
are
Literally
obvious
the
ones,
worst
though.
person.
I feel like those are obvious, right?
this. Yeah, she gets a little bit closer to you.
Yeah.
Bit of
You know what I
energy.
mean?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm really the worst person to ask here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the worst people to
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
conversation.
Kinda have
Exactly.
this chat, to
Yeah,
be
you could be
honest.
sit in the lap and like,
Yeah.
What's the time?
yeah, I was
But I
like,
feel like if
That's
she
my
asked
leg.
you out for a drink though, like,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was
and then
more.
she
Yeah.
approached you too. So.
Also, sympathy. There are sympathy invites.
Nah, not with you. They're not.
Mm,
do you know her?
no.
First time they met.
First
Yeah.
time meeting.
But it worked
Well, then
together.
why-
that's
that's
like
why-
a good
that's-
sign though.
Nah,
I
it
don't
was
know.
100% sympathy.
She was like, "Hey, we're all going out for a drink. You should really come. You should really come."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eye contact.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, see, that's just the sympathy. I was like, oh, I don't have time for that.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you very much.
You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
go see her.
I got
Gotta
things
go.
to do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta go find my watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a podcast. to
Yeah,
I
make.
got a
exactly.
podcast, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I felt like those were very.
Yeah, I don't know. See, yeah, worst person to ask. Don't ask me.
And saying that, even if those were like things that happened, I'd still wouldn't pick up.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
much.
it's quite
Very
hard,
much oblivious to those things.
Yeah. Well, what about this?
It doesn't happen frequently. So
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah.
Yeah. We've got a massive female audience as well. So why don't we say what guys do to maybe show our interest?
Okay.
Because girls want to know too.
Yeah.
Marty?
Yeah.
Little similar to that. Maybe
Okay.
less. Maybe more aggressive.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, like
Crotch grabs.
no. Oi, stop that. No, like more like more like
You really put him under. Like,
Oh,
the
100%.
bus.
Oh, this is my
Yeah.
favorite
Is it like-
segment.
He's
Every
cracking,
episode.
he's like,
is this one thing like direct jokes, like a direct, like maybe a bit of a harsh joke.
You're just roasting her?
Yeah, a roast. Yeah, essentially a roast.
Shay, does that work?
Yeah.
If the dude just starts
mean-
roasting
no,
you?
no, I'm not saying it works.
Yeah.
I'm saying because
Well, you might get punched in the face.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
like,
you know?
Like a
might make
light-
it to number 6.
like a lighthearted roast, but like
Right.
because like there's very much a chance of rejection.
Mm.
So you're just like
Nah, it's banter anyway.
I'll do a bit of jokey here,
Right.
but a bit of edge to it. So if it doesn't say yes,
Yeah.
it's because of the
Yeah.
approach was wrong.
Nah, that's good, man.
Is that
That makes sense.
Why are you looking at us?
Yeah, I know, yeah, you know.
we're the
He's like,
girls.
right, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we
I'm
do,
just
right?
saying things. Why don't you guys chime in?
I just wanted to.
I'm just intrigued in,
In your approach. Now, what do you do to show interest in a girl, Marlon?
That's a tough one.
Because trust me, like, there's plenty of ladies that listen, and they
Yeah.
always help me out. They're like, that Marlon guy, so handsome,
know, yeah.
so cute.
100%. Like his growth since high school
Is unreal.
100%.
Yeah.
Will Smith, Obama.
I
that
know.
weight up front.
Yeah.
Exactly. I usually chuck out the Obama impression
Do ya?
off the bat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And she goes, yep, he's interested in me.
100%.
Because you keep referring to her as Michelle.
Yeah. There's nothing, that absolutely secures the bag like that.
Correct.
Obama impression.
Yeah.
No, what do I actually do? I can't think of anything else.
Do you try to be like the funny guy in the circle or in the setting? Do you try to...
You try to be a suave guy, eh?
You try to be,
Yeah,
you try to be
suave?
smooth with it.
No, not definitely not suave, but you try to be suave.
Yeah, he doesn't
This
execute.
is on
Yeah.
try.
You got real smoky eyes with it.
Yeah, smoky
eyes.
I'm just like,
What does he give her the...
One of these.
you do, bro.
Licks his lips and stuff, eh?
Yeah.
He just did that.
He
Yeah.
does. No, he does.
Yeah, oh
This is
my
like
God.
the fourth part of his personality is mandatory golden hour shots.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Oh my
Yeah, I feel
God.
like this is a
Sorry.
bad thing.
It's
You know
not
what
a
I'm
bad
trying to
thing.
say?
It's just
Yeah.
when you're in the middle of something,
Yeah.
he has to like
I have to
put a
go
pause
stop
in my
everything.
life.
Stop the production. Let's go. It's 5 p.m. Sunset's good.
Yeah.
It's go time. But No, yeah, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
Mm.
It usually depends on what the vibe is, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
When you're in a girl's close friends, is that like go time or what?
Yeah, that could mean anything.
Yeah, it could be
Actual?
anything.
Yeah.
It could be
You're in the friend zone.
yeah, it could be in the friend zone, or it could be like oh, no, I'm not gonna say it.
Say
No, it
it.
could be like yeah, like it's almost like yeah, this is what you're missing out on, sort of thing. Yeah,
Do you
like,
reckon?
you know, you're here, but you're never gonna be here, sort of thing.
Damn, that's sadistic.
Can you verify that, Shay?
That's like pretty dark, eh?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm in any close
Yeah,
friends
yeah,
either,
yeah.
but like I was just wondering
You're curious.
what that's like. Yeah,
Interesting.
but that's,
If a guy at the end of a date doesn't pick up the bill, are you kind of like, oh, what's going on here?
I reckon like half.
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Or if he offers. I always see things about like if they're the person who asked you out on the date, they should pay.
Yep, I see that as
Okay.
well. That makes sense.
But then going half is like fine as well.
So
You're fine with-
you're fine with it.
Hey, why don't we split this?
Yeah.
First date.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy has a real problem with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want?
Do I?
He wants the woman to pick it up every time.
100%.
Well, because
Equal
he's
rights, come
yeah,
on, you know?
he's just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Yeah. He's just like equality for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, except for our salaries.
Yeah, except for their salaries,
Yeah.
Marlon.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, that's true.
Far out. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That's pretty tough. Yeah, you got me
You
into
didn't
one of
see that one coming.
And that's why I want to do my part and pick the bill up.
Me too.
Yeah,
Entirely.
okay.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Every time, not just
Yeah.
first date.
Not just first
But
date,
isn't
every
it
time.
degrading though? You know what I'm trying to say?
Nope.
Like, hey,
What?
I got this bill.
And
Don't worry
it's-
about
it
it.
depends on your intentions. Like,
Yeah.
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 If you're trying to like flex, like,
Yeah.
that's whack.
Mm.
But if you're just trying to be lovely, trying to
But what I'm trying to do is be like, hey, you know, you're an independent woman. I'm gonna let you grab that.
Exactly.
You know?
knowing
Yeah.
full well the pay doesn't
Disparity?
equal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how degrading is if I'm like, hey, you know, let me flaunt my 10%. I get more than you in your face. You know?
I think that's generous
Yeah.
and kind.
Yeah. I think just absolute sweethearts. The kind of guys that pick the bill up, absolute sweethearts.
Sweethearts.
Sometimes-
Wait, so every time you want the female to.
Every time.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've just
I
gotta
feel like
pick it
guys
up.
who pick up the bill are just sometimes misunderstood.
Mm.
But for the most part, absolute sweethearts.
Yeah.
Whereas guys like this,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolute arsehole.
red flags.
Yeah.
Red flags. Yeah.
God.
Anyway,
Anyway.
no
I
segue
feel like
here.
halfway could just be,
Yeah, halfway's
Yeah.
a good start.
Down the
Yeah.
middle, yeah.
Now to the topic I want to speak on.
Please.
Oh, here we go.
Aspirations.
Yeah.
No segue
I
here.
thought you were gonna stop at ass. I was like, okay, Marty.
Yeah.
What are you bringing to the table?
There
Yeah.
we go.
Anyway, aspirations. I feel like because we caught up earlier this week.
Yeah,
us three.
we did.
Whilst you were
Yeah,
at work on
no,
your
thanks, thanks,
I was also at work. I was also at work.
You were
Yeah.
at work, but like
Yeah.
He was also at work.
Yeah, I was also at work.
Yeah.
Okay.
you were at your work with your 10% higher.
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah, and me too. And me too.
And he,
Yeah,
And
me
me
too,
too.
bro.
Yeah.
So we caught up this week. First time in a long time.
Since school days.
So that's-
Since, yeah.
yeah.
Long time.
And we had a real refreshing chat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, John, so you can.
I love when Martin does this. We sort of just caught up about firstly how we've both been,
Yeah.
and then what we're up to now. And the thing that I left feeling was that, and you actually mentioned this while we were talking, is that not many people these days that you connect with, like have that sort of, I don't want to say the word drive because it just reminds me of
I was thinking of Drive.
it just reminds me of the song though, and it just turned,
Drive.
turned into
Yeah.
a meme. But have like the drive or like the go-getter attitude that they want to actually want something bigger for themselves and achieve something bigger than just, your stock standard middle of the road life, which is nothing wrong with that, but
Yeah.
It's just not for everyone.
yeah,
No.
and you don't find it very often where you connect with someone and that's what we felt like it was refreshing because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, she feels exactly how we feel,
Yeah.
and that's really awesome. What drives you to still want to be really awesome at what you do?
I'd say growing up in like a really supportive family has always been like super helpful.
Yeah.
They've always supported my dreams no matter what avenue I would want to go down. Ever since I was little, they would always say just like shoot for the stars, dream big kind of thing. But it wasn't until I was kind of I feel like maybe this last year and a bit, like I've really grown up and like matured a bit more. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna like settle. Like I want to be like in the film industry. I'm gonna produce. I'm gonna direct. I don't know how I'm gonna get there, kind of thing. But I'm not gonna stop until I do.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a mindset, maybe, or just you wanna be more than. Like, you know, you can give so much that you just want to be able to do it. And I feel like being, like, after talking to you guys as well, just hearing other people have the same ambitions and stuff is really, refreshing because, you know, not everyone, like you said, has that drive to want to be, I don't know, I guess it's completely fine to be content, I guess, or settle, because not everyone wants to go further than, or they become content maybe, I don't know. But yeah, for me, it's, I don't know what it is. I've just got a passion for something and I will keep chasing it until it happens.
It's a weird thing to talk about.
It's so hard to explain.
You feel like if you start talking about it, you feel like you're like talking down on people.
Yeah,
but
a little bit.
I think that's something I struggle with.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like one for manifesting or anything like that, but like we're at this point now where it's like, I mean, what's stopping us from?
Yeah.
I think it's just being different for ourselves, not being different to anyone else, but doing things differently to how we used to do things. Like it's okay, the way we did things and the things we did got us to a certain place.
Yep.
And now I want to do something different. I want to reach for the stars. I want to do whatever it takes to get there. However that looks, that's an exciting thing to do. And so it's a weird conversation to have. You're like, I don't want to talk bad about people. Like, it's not. You're just talking good about yourself.
Yeah.
And so like that's how I felt leaving that. Like that's like-minded people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like for you the whole wanting more for yourself or wanting to be the best comes from like a sporting background? Because obviously you grew up playing sport at a high level.
Yeah.
Is that just now translated into, you know, the creative industry?
I feel like it has. The work ethic from sport has really helped transfer into my career and what I want to do. I mean, like, I played representative sport when I was like 8 or 9. So I've always had
Fucking
like,
go.
Hey, it must be nice.
So I've always kind of been around that environment where you have to work hard, and if you don't, well, it's going to show, kind of thing.
Exactly.
And growing up with obviously an older sister who had the same drive, you aspired to be like them as well because you see how hard they work. And then eventually, like, I actually haven't really told my sister this, but seeing her like achieve her dream was so inspirational for me because you've seen like everything that they've gone through to get to where they are, like being absolutely hated on by like some of her coaches, her peers, and then to overcome that adversity to get to where she is. I'm like, man, like if she can do it, like I can do it.
Exactly.
She did her own way as well. Like, that's a cool thing.
Had to, didn't get picked for teams for like ages, was telling like too short, too small, ruddy rah kind of thing. And seeing her be able to push past that and have like that mental toughness was, it still is inspiring to me today. She's probably like one of the strongest people I know mentally. Like nothing gets to her.
And you have to be. Like she hasn't just like done well for herself. She's elite.
Of course,
and not just in her backyard. Like, around the world. And
like,
it would just be awesome for you to see that take place, and then for her dreams to come true. Like that's I can imagine the drive behind that.
It's wild to think like that's happened, like that's her life now, and then I'm like, what's stopping me, kind of thing. And then I feel like COVID's really kind of put everything into perspective as well, like
totally.
Or even just like losing people, like touching on like schoolmates, like losing Dale like really hit home for me. Obviously went to primary school with him and then a little bit of intermediate and now college, and then losing someone who inspired me to be better like a few years ago really put things into perspective as
Yeah.
well.
Right.
I'm like, life's too short to
Absolutely.
to care anymore.
Yeah.
About what people think. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I think about them all the time. Like, you know, they weren't here long enough to achieve what they wanted to do. So I'm gonna use that to help, like, fuel my flame to
Just add to your
getting better.
drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You've already got that inbuilt in you, and now you've got these other things that
Yeah.
contribute to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like with COVID, like there's like losing people, losing things, and we almost lost time as well.
That's my biggest thing.
Oh,
We
yeah.
lost time, you know.
Yeah.
And then like you could either go one or two ways about it. You can just like, oh, that's what it is. We've got to deal with it.
Yeah.
And or you can just like regather yourself and be like, okay, this has happened.
Yeah.
I've lived life a certain way up until now, and now we've had time pause really.
Yeah.
And like it's not, you can just you use that time to like figure out your next steps, and
Yeah.
then you're like, oh well, life's just different.
Mm-hmm.
And so why
Completely.
why hold back?
Yeah.
Now it's like, yeah, we've had this like mindset change, but it's also like it's still a scary thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scary step to take because it's you're stepping into the unknown.
Yeah.
But it's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just. I mean, what do you think about it?
It's one of those things where I think COVID offered us a perspective that not many people in history would have been able to get. Do you know what I mean? Where the world essentially went on pause for 2 years,
Yeah.
and like you guys said, you could have gone two ways about it. Where you can kind of just take it in your stride and go whatever, you know, time to hit resume and keep going as I was going before, or you take a bit of a step back and go, was I really doing what I loved and where I, you know, was I going where I wanted to go? And for us, a lot of it was no. And the thing that I sort of took out of it was, like you were saying, putting a lot of emphasis into what other people thought of you. Like, that's a huge thing for me. Like, I'm so afraid to like look cringe or be embarrassing or, you know, all that stuff. And it's like you said, life's too short. Who cares? Like, just put your art, whatever it is, out into the world, and doesn't matter what anyone has to say about it, because that's what makes you happy at the
And
end
also,
of the
people
day.
don't really care.
And that's the other
Like,
thing. No one cares.
don't.
Like,
Yeah.
who
just don't
are
have
we
time.
to think that
We're important enough.
We're
Yeah.
like, taking over someone's mind, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, every now and then you do, but just for a split second.
Yeah.
Even if it's for a minute, what's that 1 minute of their opinion going to do? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let that be the thing holding you back. And I think that us worrying about what people think is just an inbuilt excuse.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh, okay. It's almost like a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, it's because they had the thought. So
Yeah.
it's just that inbuilt thing, like, at least I can blame someone else.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, no, it's not the case, and there's no reason for that. You know? Did you have something?
Yeah, no, I just thought it was interesting when you said, you know, you drive a lot. You derive a lot of inspiration from those around you, and I was actually having a conversation where I wasn't complaining about. I was saying like, oh, you know, being, you know, minorities and children of immigrants, XYZ, like we're always kind of told like, hey, don't shake anything up too much. Just be glad where you are.
Yeah.
And then I remember someone saying, and I said like, oh, you know, because fucking my parents, they just don't understand. They just want to take the safe route. And then she was like, not really. Like your parents left everything behind.
Yeah.
To chase something.
That's a risk for them.
It's just
Yeah.
it's the different interpretation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Same
no one
thing,
does
just
that.
different interpretation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're like, so they're dreamers. They're like, yeah. So they're saying stuff to like, I guess, take the safe road.
Yeah.
To like maximize your opportunities, but you don't. If you look at them, you can pretty much look at, well, they did it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't I take that to the next level?
Yeah.
It's one of those
100%.
things that we took all the risk. Now you just build on that.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I want to take another risk. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
And,
Like,
and you have to
yeah,
to
you
get to
have
the next
to.
level.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whatever that looks
Agreed.
like, it's different for everyone. But like whatever, it's gonna look different for everyone. But
yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to have that. Don't have that inbuilt excuse.
Yes.
Like it's hard to explain to like, you might be a little bit different to us, but like our parents, like they did take that leap of faith.
Yeah.
But they might it just looks different to them. Our leap of faith, you know, it's just
Yeah.
like nah, just keep it safe.
Exactly.
But it's like there's no reason for that, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and also like during COVID, like I'm like me personally, I'm pretty sure us three as well. Maybe as I was like coming out of it, I'm like, man, like no one's gonna back us except for ourselves.
Yeah.
So don't let their opinions
Yeah.
dictate how far we go.
Correct.
Like just back yourself.
Yeah.
Just like we talking about this year, just be outlandish with it.
Yeah.
You know, like just be proactive and make things like create your own luck and just put yourself in a position to be, I just say be different. You know, be different to where we were last week, and just take those small wins as you go, and just try and figure it out.
Yeah.
And so, in terms of aspirations, I'm like, man, I want to back myself. I want to back us, and just keep pushing our boat out, see how far we can get, and just like dictate our own success. You know.
Yeah.
Don't rely on other people to dictate our terms. You know, it's just like
exactly. Tell you how big you can be or how successful. No, you go.
No, I had those like driving here today. I had like the exact same thoughts. Like, you know what? The only person who's gonna back you is you. So it's like, what's stopping you? I must say though, I am kind of guilty sometimes for like, you know, caring a little bit of what I feel like everyone has kind of those insecurities about like, oh, if I put this out, they're gonna like, especially I've been wanting to do like a bunch of stuff, or like I reflect on when I was younger, like in high school, like, you know, you wanted to do those YouTube YouTube channels.
No, for real.
But then you're like, oh, if I make it, everyone's gonna make fun of me. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But like, now you're at a point where you're like,
Marty. Oh yeah. Okay.
You're now at a point where you're kind of like, stuff them. Like, I'm a do it for me kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you see others do it.
Yeah.
We see it, like mainly foreigners. We see foreigners do things, and we consume their stuff. We look at their things and it's like, that's cool. And then we worry about what people here will think. I'm like, well, we're all watching the same thing.
We all consume the same
we all
content.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
For some reason, we can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the hardest thing in the world to put something out there and open yourself up to criticism and feedback, right? Like there's a reason not many people actually do it. Yeah, a lot of people want to, but they're like, nah, like you said, too afraid to worry about what other people think.
Yeah.
I actually just wanted to go back to what you were saying about your sister. So obviously she, you know, is an awesome athlete now, and you played sport growing up. Was there ever a moment in time when you were like, I don't just want to follow in her footsteps, I want to do my own thing? Because you were similar.
Yep.
Well, what made you go, nah?
I would say it was like, I didn't really discover that until after high school.
Yeah.
Or late year 13 kind of thing. You kind of had, or at least it felt like everyone was kind of like, oh, you're going to follow in your sister's footsteps, rah.
Yeah.
And I just remember there was this, I can't remember what it was for, but it was in the library at school. And they were like, if you could have any job in the world, what would it be?
Yeah.
My dream at that time was like acting, film, like directing. And I said physio.
Wow.
Wait, but you didn't mean it.
No.
Right.
But that was like the right thing to say.
Yeah. And I felt it was like embarrassing for me to say I want to be in like film, like acting, directing, producing, because you're like, oh, what are these people going to think of me?
Yeah.
And I look back at that, I'm like, I was at that time it felt right to say physio, but I look back now and I'm like, I feel sorry. Like, that's sad that I felt that way, that I had to
hide your dreams,
hide what I really wanted to do. And in some way I feel like back when I was younger, I did kind of stop myself from achieving things that I wanted to. So I'm glad now that like I'm in a place where I'm comfortable with like what I want to do, who I am. But yeah, it was like year 13, kind of 12, doing media studies in that, and taking that further, and obviously going to university with it. It took a long time for me to actually realize like I don't need to follow my sister, I guess, in order to be successful, even though you've got all these like outdoor like other voices and stuff telling you, oh, are you gonna play rugby sevens, are you gonna do this? Like, nah, man, not anymore. Like, if someone asks me, oh, you're gonna play rugby, like, nah, like I'll be straight up with them now. I'm like, no, I'm not. Just because we're like sisters and like I love her to death doesn't mean that I'm gonna follow the same path.
Exactly.
Like, even I picked up league not long ago, and then, you know, people are like, oh, you're gonna play seven? No,
I'm not playing sevens.
You're gonna be elite, but something else.
But like,
exactly.
Even like after league, I was like, oh, you know, maybe my goals are to try and get into the NRLW, but then I'm like, oh, is that just that whole sport thing coming back around again? Like, oh, you have to do good in sport.
What do you mean by that? Oh, like the pressure of wanting having to be elite at And
yeah, it's not like sport related stuff. I don't know if that does that make
Yeah,
any sense?
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, oh, your sister's elite,
yeah.
Yeah.
and you know,
it's-
you can do that,
Yeah.
But it's not what you necessarily want.
Yeah, and like I said before, this last year I've really realized myself what I want to do, and so this year I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna do things that make me uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, I know that it's gonna be like best for me and what I want to do.
And I assume you're like the first person in your family walking into film media, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So no one gets it
Yeah, not
because
really.
no one's done it.
No.
You're talking about being uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable taking that next step. But it's also uncomfortable feeling like you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, this is. I mean, I've been doing this,
Exactly.
but like, you know, inside you're like, there's something else out there. So I'd rather take that go through that uncomfortable phase of being different and taking that next step, as opposed to feeling like yuck in a sense. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't like where I'm at.
Yeah.
But it's where you're supposed to be. You know, you're
Yeah.
supposed to follow status quo and just, you know, cruise along. I'm like, that's whack to me.
I feel
now.
like I'm in that situation now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I love my job, don't get me wrong. Like, sport, media, like, how good. But, I was saying to my mum the other week, I was like, I just feel stuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's just so much to give, and you try and figure out how am I going to get there. So I'm kind of like in that process now. But after talking to you guys, like, it just kind of inspired like something in me just to, I don't know, like push even further kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like I haven't interacted yet with people in a while who have like really want to like just be the best,
Yeah.
or like, you know,
Or at least try.
at least
that's-
try.
and that's
Try,
the thing,
yeah.
yeah.
Just try.
And that's the thing, you'll find that you attract other people that
Yeah.
want the exact same. Like your circle starts changing, not necessarily a good or a bad way, but it's just like once you start getting after something, you'll find other people that are like-minded.
Yeah.
And you guys just share that energy. Yeah.
100%.
Refreshing.
It really is.
Refreshing.
It is uncomfortable, like not knowing, because like, the thing is, like, you don't know what's next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't know what's next in general.
No.
Exactly.
Like in COVID, like everyone had all these safe
Yeah.
jobs and stuff, but you didn't know a pandemic's gonna come and last
No way.
at least 2 years, and just you're gonna lose your job off the back of that.
Yeah.
So like almost like take control of what you can.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, you enjoy your job and stuff, but like it's also on someone else's terms. You know, it's like I can do this stuff.
Yeah.
but I have to do it in a certain way to
Exactly.
appease who I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like I was saying, you don't know what's next, but that's in general. So at least don't know what's next on your terms.
Yeah.
And that's just uncomfortable. But once you break through, like,
That's
like,
when the good stuff
I'm
starts.
not saying
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're broken through, but
Yeah, we will.
We're in the process, man.
We're
I'm
in the
backing
process,
you
you know,
guys.
like we're a lot further than we were 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
and like I think there's a lot of time pressure on just humans in general.
Yes.
Like you're supposed to do this by a certain age and
supposed to
whatnot,
have
but
a
like
house.
you never know.
Oh my
You never
God.
know what's around the corner.
Yeah, we talk
you know?
about it all the time.
You never know what's around the corner.
No.
So you just gotta like just keep pushing your boat out until you hit that barrier, and then you figure out how to overcome that, as opposed to like having all these inbuilt excuses and just being stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like being stuck is the worst thing.
Yeah.
Like, I was stuck for years.
Yeah.
You know, like even in uni, I was stuck.
It's-
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
you couldn't go
you're
through that
going-
one door, eh?
Nah, you're going through the process and stuff, but you're stuck.
Yeah.
And that's just a yuck place to be.
Yeah.
How do you like? You're Miles. You got a unreal gig. You know, if you're looking from you're looking from the outside in, you're like, oh, this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is a
Exactly.
prestigious,
Glamorous.
thing. This is
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah.
What's it like? You know, just I mean,
Be careful what you say now.
Yeah, I
because
gotta be
No.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like
Yeah.
we're all in the same position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walls
so
have
it's-
eyes
wanna
or
be
ears
there.
in
We
this,
wanna
in
do
this
more.
sense.
Yeah.
And maybe we won't talk about that. I was doing the same thing I did yesterday.
Yeah, that's my turn now, I guess. Yeah,
Flip
like
back
I
on me,
was
flip back
saying,
on me if you need.
yeah, you know, like no, I was saying, it's interesting. he's
I know.
drinking.
He's realized what he's done. He's realized what he's done.
No, I gotta be real fucking careful with this. No, it's interesting. It's one of those things where like you get caught up in something, and then everyone points like, this is the way to go,
Yeah.
and this is what you should do, and I go and do it.
Yeah.
But then there's certain parts of me where I'm just like, you know, like you know, I feel like there's something else out there, which, you know, which will light a spark in me, which nothing else really does. And that's just a human thing.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And also often you even see it in the industry I'm in, where 80% of people don't like it. They just do it to get a check, go home.
That's in every industry as well.
That is
every
every
single thing.
industry.
No matter
right?
how mundane, how exciting your industry is, there's gonna be people that are fine with it, and
Yes.
people are just they know there's something else out there for them.
Exactly.
Of course. So you get, you know, 80 of these people just go to their 9 to 5 and collect a check and come home.
Yeah.
And you want to be part of that 20% that doesn't do that.
Wants a little bit more.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with
No.
settling. I
There's
guess.
nothing.
No,
You know what I
nothing
mean?
wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
In our case, it's just not.
It's just not-
It's
yeah.
not
It's
right.
It's
for
not, it's
us.
not an
Yeah,
option.
we
It's
wouldn't-
not an option.
No.
Yeah.
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 So-
So if you're listening, this is Marlon speaking, and I absolutely hate my job, and I'm gonna leave.
There
He
you
wants
go.
to leave
Yeah.
Just
yesterday.
One more time, this is Marlon.
Marlon, yes.
Marlon Prabaha speaking.
Here we
Nah,
go.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Here we
I wanted to come back to you really quick. So your sister. By the way, we should say who your sister is
Oh,
for the
yeah.
people that don't know.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Tyler Nathan-Wong.
Yeah.
Probably. Should we call her New Zealand's biggest rugby star at the moment? Would that be fair? I think that's fair. I think it goes
I don't-
I think globally, yeah.
globally speaking. Yeah.
No, like because
I'm
not
not
saying-
part of this.
No, I will say it. We'll say it. We'll say it. We'll say it.
no, like yeah, she's just known around the
Yeah,
world, you know.
exactly.
And
I
it's
reckon
like-
it goes Dan Carter, Tyler Nathan-Wong. Do you know what I mean? So
Quote by John T.
yeah. So that's who Shee's related to. That's her older sister.
That's who Shee put her in that position.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
only there because
yeah.
of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So obviously she has found, you know, a world of success at a relatively young age.
Yep.
And you have gone, nah, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do this film and TV and creative stuff,
Yep.
which it can take a while to, you know, find success in, or even find your place in.
Yep.
Is there ever any sort of like, I mean, you obviously said you were inspired by your sister and your whole family's super supportive. Do you ever kind of look at her and go, man, like, damn, she is so successful and she's got it all together.
Figured out?
Yeah. And here I am, like, just kind of starting my journey.
You know what? Like, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, man, look what she's done. And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm still starting out. But I feel like there's just kind of society's
Yep.
pressure too in some
Totally.
way.
Yes,
Like, you know how
yes,
we're
yeah.
saying, like, oh, you got to have a house, you got to kids, married, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not what everyone kind of wants. But I feel like when I was younger, I always used to look at her and I'm like, man, like, I wish I had that kind of thing. But yeah, these last year or so, I've been like, you know, it's okay to go at my own pace. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are like it, but I'm kind of like, everything happens for a reason and there's timings for everything.
Yeah.
But I remember you saying at the meeting or our catch up the other day.
Let's not call it a meeting.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah, definitely
sorry.
wasn't a meeting.
That's
Yeah.
the first bit that came to my mind.
Yeah.
You're like, your life can literally change in like a few months. Like you
Yeah.
don't know what's around the
Yeah.
corner, like
Yeah.
you said. And although when I was younger, I was like, I wish I had that. Now I'm like, that's so cool for you.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want that right now kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yes, it's a tough one.
And you kind of
It's
want to
a
write
weird
your own
one.
story, right?
Oh, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
'Cause even within like her success and stuff, she's gone through things that you'll never go through.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna on your journey, you're gonna go through things
She
she's never gonna
never gone
experience.
through.
You know,
Yeah.
so like, and like this, there's not this linear thing that you can just everyone's like,
way.
it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's not like that. And so it's it's your life, it's your path. You know, it's
Yeah.
like awesome. Like she's done well in that amount of time,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean it has no bearings on you.
No,
Yeah.
You
no.
know?
And that,
But that brings up the question: what is success?
Exactly.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I think
Legit, that's so good.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
know.
what does it
I don't know
mean?
if you're on the same page as me when it comes to this, but like 2 years ago, we're like, when we want to start all this stuff, we're like, what does success look like for us?
yeah.
I was like, stopping.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
I'm on the same page.
for us, like success for this, what like our endeavors and stuff, like because we decided to change tack in our lives, sort of thing, you know, and
Yeah.
start pursuing this new thing.
Yeah.
And so like we're like, how do we monitor our success? And was like, just if we stop.
Yeah.
Because if you stop, then obviously you've given in to you've
Well,
failed. You know,
yeah.
like it's just you're not doing what you want to do. And so if we carry on, we keep pushing our boat out, we unlock levels, characters. You know, you figure things out.
Yeah.
And if you stop, you can't do that stuff.
Nah.
And so you just simplify success. Well, for us at least, it's just like just keep building, keep adding to what we're currently doing, and just learn and figure it out. I think it's that simple. It's not a simple journey.
Yeah.
No.
But it's a simple like way of going about it.
Exactly.
Take
But
those small wins, build. You know.
But I would say attached to that is also ambition. Like we don't just want to be run of the mill, middle of the road style podcast or media, whatever. Like we want to be awesome. We want to be excellent, and that's aspirations that we have. But at the same time, failure, I think more than anything, I don't think success is not stopping. I think failure is stopping. But success, I still think is being the biggest we can possibly ever be. And like I'm talking objectively. I'm not saying, oh, we feel like we're the biggest. It's like
the actual best,
exactly.
But like if you stop, then you give yourself
No chance.
Give yourself no chance of getting to that. You know, so just being persistent and being aspirational, trying to break through those barriers and take the power away from the massive the big dogs. You know?
Exactly.
It's like
and
so actually being the best is still
it's still the goal.
Get your flowers.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got to get there somehow.
Yeah. And the only reason I asked that question to you before, because it's so natural as humans to like put ourselves into context with other humans, right? So we compare, and it must be doubly hard for the person that's right in your home.
Yeah.
And you can see the work that she's doing every day, and you can see the accolades, you see the medals coming and the trophies, and she's on TV, and you're going out to support. It must be quite I don't even know how I deal with that, to be honest. Like putting myself in your shoes.
Yeah.
Like
it was hard. Like school was really hard, especially around I'd say like that year 11 to 13 era when you're growing up, everyone's kind of growing up with you, and then you've got teachers saying, "Oh, you want to be like like." I'm not saying this out of spite. Like I'm going to repeat myself. I love my sister,
of course.
And she obviously hates that I would feel this way anyway, or just she's not all for that. She's like, do you like?
Yeah, but it's human nature. To feel that way.
But like you just get it from teachers, you'd get it from some friends, you'd get it from like coaches, from your teams. Like it just felt like I couldn't escape it for like quite a long time. Yeah, and that's where that whole thing came and was like, oh, what do I even want to do? Like I felt so lost at kind of like 17 years old, like that, around that age gap.
Which can we just say is totally fucking normal? And like how you should feel?
But I think it didn't feel normal at the same time because you were seeing something that wasn't normal but felt normal because that's all you've been around.
And also everyone else has put you in this box that you're like, I don't really want to be in here, but everyone's made that call for you. Like I'll admit, I was the same. I was like, oh yeah, Shay's just gonna go play footy. Like she's just like makes sense. She's really good at already. Her sister's elite, made a name for herself, so that just makes sense. But I had no idea that you were like into this creative passion and wanted to pursue that. So it must be really challenging to be. Like, is it kind of lonely? Like you're like, oh man, I only feel like I understand myself.
Yeah, especially when you don't understand yourself, you're like, oh, how are other people kind of trying to understand me? But it took a long time. I would say like, it took a long time for me to even realize like who I wanted, like who I am.
It'd be doubly hard because at 17, right? You're getting ready for uni because that's how you.
Uni.
That's
oh my god,
uni.
So don't even get me started.
On one hand, Shay, you're getting ready for uni. You don't know what you're supposed to do, but you're supposed to do something because it's just how we've got this linear path that we all follow. And then on the other hand, you're supposed to live up to your sister's. You're supposed to live your sister's life. At the same time, in the same way.
Exactly.
With the same success.
Like,
I mean, how hard would that be? Because we look at because they're that whole comparative thing. Like we see like guys in the NBA that are our age. We see guys in Super Rugby that are our age and like doing well. And we're like,
what's the first thing we say?
Right?
The first thing we say is, what are we doing with our lives?
It's like sad, eh?
Exactly. It's really sad.
This person in the same house.
I know.
Same time.
I feel like we're piling on, but we're not. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's fine.
It's such an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, I actually haven't really spoken about it with like how I felt during that period either. So it's kind of cool to like.
That would have been
talk
real
about
lonely,
it.
like because you're trying to navigate so many things.
Yeah.
But you're also trying to navigate them on other people's terms.
Yeah.
Of course.
And it's like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
leave me alone.
Yeah, hard out. And yeah. Sorry, you go.
And now, like, it's quite funny how things work out. Like, our worlds even overlap now.
Yeah, which I
like-
find really cool.
It's really trippy, like sport and media, obviously where I work, and then obviously they have media with like the Blackfern Sevens and stuff. So I always said when I first started at Sky, so that's where I work.
Yeah.
You love it.
Love it.
You Miles love your job.
This is Shee speaking. I know.
Give me a pay raise now.
Yeah.
I always said, I was like, oh, okay, now that like I'm here, it'd be really cool to do like a story on my sister.
Yeah.
And I actually I was able to do a story.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
it wasn't directly on her, but like it was still like I get to interview her, I get to cut the story together. So that was like a real surreal kind of moment, being
Yeah.
able to say like, oh, my work was like I interviewed my sister.
Yeah.
But like that was one goal kind of ticked off. And going back to like being better, it's kind of like, okay, I've done that now.
Yeah. What's next?
Yeah, what else is gonna like fill my cup? Because yeah, I feel even now that I like think about it, I feel kind of stuck where I am. Like,
Yeah,
you
Of
know,
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're just like, yeah, it's a tough one.
No matter how successful you get, from what I
Yeah.
understand, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know firsthand.
I feel- yeah.
I wouldn't know firsthand. But no matter how successful you get, I think you always feel
Gonna
that.
feel that way,
at
yeah.
times. Yeah, where it's
Yeah.
like. That's why people like guys like Benji leave the sport and do something else. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like they're just like, I've achieved so much, but now like what's next?
Yeah.
Roger, like same thing. It's just
Me.
you.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, man. When you announce your retirement,
I know.
Yeah.
It was shocked the
Wild,
world.
eh?
Shocked the world.
Shay covered it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
So you always get that itch, especially when you're, I want to say like us, where you like where you want more for yourself always.
Yeah.
No matter how successful you get, you want to change it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Because I have an older sister. You've got an older sister. And how
Yeah.
much better is she than you?
So much better. Honest to God.
You would have felt the
Objectively
pressure.
better.
Objectively better.
Objectively just way
Because
better.
we wanted her to host with us
Yeah.
first choice, but then she was like,
Yeah.
I'm busy, can't really do that.
Yeah.
So we settled for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. So
So-
I got like a very small snippet of that. It would have been amplified.
You gotta,
by
you gotta
50.
change better to different because that's what it is. you know,
It is.
like-
It's
Yeah, I was
just
just- yeah.
different. It's,
Yeah.
you know
Oh
what I
no,
mean?
but in this one it's very,
It's
Very much better.
better.
Objectively
Way
better.
better.
Yeah.
better than me.
And yeah, exactly. And no disrespect to my sister, but she's not Tyler Nathan-Wong by any means.
Yeah.
But I still felt like
Yeah,
I was in the shadow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she's just smarter and better. And,
It's just you set the bar, but no one.
I did though. That's the thing. I set the bar real low, and then she was obviously just way smarter than me. And it was always like, well, what are you gonna do? I don't know, guys. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I no idea, but
Yeah.
something.
Maybe it's younger sibling.
Yeah, well, I'm a middle child, see, and
That's
people
right,
always
yeah.
are like, oh, middle child.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe, but
Yeah.
I'm still a child.
yeah. I just happen to be the middle one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Everyone's always given two roads, right? Like I said, most of the people go down the safe route
Mm.
yeah.
because that's kind of what you've been conditioned with or been told to
100%.
do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Get
sure.
that
And-
job 9 to 5.
Exactly.
It's human, right? Like the whole survival thing. It's like, how do you survive? By playing it safe.
Safe.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're actually running against the grain.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's
The other
it,
way.
it can be a lonely place. Like
It is.
I mean, after our meeting, after our
Get
catch-
together, people.
after-
Get together.
Yeah.
after our catch up, like you're
Catch
saying,
up.
like it's refreshing,
Yeah.
but like that's also pretty sad that it's
Yeah.
it's so far few between where like you're like I get to feel refreshed once in a while. It's like it's because not everyone is able to have that mindset.
Yeah.
It's because you're conditioned to follow this path
Yeah.
and be a certain way, and so it can be lonely. So it sucks that it sucks as it is a lonely place. But it's also exciting that it is out there. But
Yeah.
you also
Yeah.
you got to go
We
find.
can get there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to go find what's next. You got to go find these people to connect with.
Yeah.
Cool place to be though.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
100%. It's got a. The dynamic is changing. I'm starting to notice a lot more people are throwing caution into the wind.
As they
You know what I
should.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
As they should.
Like I work a, pretty box standard corporate job, and
Marlon.
There
No.
he is.
I'm Marlon, and I work a
Yeah.
box standard corporate job.
This is Marlon speaking, and I hate my job. I hate my bulk standard corporate job.
That work with me and listen to this. I hope you understand. The,
He loves his job.
Yeah, thank you. And you just see a bunch of them too, just literally being like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, and leaving, and doing stuff that's completely different.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you know, people are starting to like kind of see the light.
Yeah.
So let people figure it out.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. Some people get crazy with it. And
Yeah.
This is like you either use it as an excuse to fail,
Yeah.
or you actually just go get it, you know? You
What-
know, you know what I mean by that? Because you look like confused when I said that.
Yeah, I was confused when you said it. Sorry.
So like someone says like, they'll say like, oh, I'm just going to go try, I'm going to be crazy with it and do something completely different. But they make it so outlandish, they're like, oh, if I fail, that's what it is, you know?
yeah.
Oh, like they make it too unrealistic even for
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
And so it's like a built-in excuse for failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. I understand that.
Whereas, let's not do that.
Nah. Yeah.
Have the guts.
Just a bit of a tangent. I know we spoke about Tyler just before about how she's probably the greatest. But I dead serious though. Like, do you share that conversation with her? Like, how great can she see herself being? Like, can she see herself being New Zealand's best women's rugby player ever, New Zealand's best women's athlete ever? Like, are these conversations that take place?
We talk about like what life after rugby kind of thing.
Right.
So she's studying. She's hasn't graduated yet. She's got, I think, like one paper or so left.
No,
She's
it
been
is.
studying since high school, so that's a long
it's
time.
tough when you're freaking elite and go to the
Yeah.
Oi,
you know,
I know,
it's a-
right?
You'll keep taking a break to go win medals and
That sucks,
Olympics
man.
and
That
stuff.
sucks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's nearly there, but well, she lives in Tauranga, so I don't get to see her as often.
That would suck living
Yeah.
in Tauranga. Oh my god.
Nightmare. Yeah.
I know, beach right there. Jeez,
Yeah, that's
Ugh,
tough, man.
disgusting.
Sorry, what you say?
Nah. Yeah, we talk about like, what she would do after rugby and like her goals for that and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think she wants to get into maybe coaching because she's a bloody good coach. Like,
Yeah.
she helps out with her team stuff like that.
Yeah.
People don't know, but I guess they do now. Let's give her the props. She helps coach some of the Blackfern Sevens. Like,
Of course, yeah.
Like, game plan and stuff. Like, she's there.
Yeah.
Don't know if I was allowed to say that, but whatever. You deserve
cares?
you deserve the credit.
100%. Yeah.
But nah, yeah, she like coaching. I feel like media too.
Yeah.
She's great at.
Yep.
But yeah, we don't really talk about her stuff as much because I feel like she's always interested in what I'm kind of doing as well, which is nice.
That's cool.
That's awesome, yeah.
That's cool, yeah.
Like, she's always said to me, like, just, chase your dreams kind of thing. Which is why I've always kind of, looked up to her because she's like, just do it.
That is,
Yeah.
And you see it can be done. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't have to be a freaking rugby player, but
No.
Yeah.
you've got those skills. You've got those skills. You know.
Yeah.
So if you feel stuck out there, just know that you can do it.
Yeah, and it's okay to feel stuck.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
people push against it, like, oh, I need to figure it out.
Yeah.
'Cause you know what that-
timelines are the worst.
You know what that's
Worst.
called, bro? That's called being a human.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
and for some reason we all think we're special. Like we are special, but like, we feel like
100%.
oh, this is unique to me.
Yeah.
Like no, man.
No, there'll be
It's
Everyone
isn't.
feels
everyone out there, yeah.
everyone feels the same way at
Yeah.
different times.
Yeah.
But you go for the same feelings.
Yeah.
So you are special,
Yeah.
but you're not special. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah,
we're
yeah.
humans.
That
We go
makes
through the
sense.
same. You know, we're built the same.
Yeah.
It's just about if you want to be different,
Be different.
be different.
Yeah. And the thing that I always hold on to is that I shared a school with probably the greatest women's athlete this country's ever produced, and and the
Just
greatest.
from we know.
Yeah, exactly. And and
Wait,
the,
let's go.
and the greatest filmmakers
Yeah.
probably ever produced as well.
Oh yeah,
Honestly.
we're gonna be the filmmakers, guys.
No, just you,
Yeah.
just you. I reckon.
You know?
Hey, we're gonna be pioneers.
Yeah.
We'll make a
Moguls.
film together one day.
Yes.
Let's put that.
Let's start with
do
a
it.
doco. Let's start with a documentary.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
start with your podcast, actually.
Yeah.
Let's start
Let's
with
start
that.
small. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be an interesting social experiment. We're saying all of this stuff at
This time.
we're at the base of a mountain,
Yeah.
and it's going to be very interesting to see
Nah,
what
mate.
happens
Even in
10
like
years.
a year's
We'll-
time.
we'll-
Yeah, in a year's time.
We'll build the mountain, mate.
Yeah, we'll build
the mountain.
We'll build it.
as
but
high as we can
we're
go.
gonna build
Yeah,
it, but we're also
exactly.
gonna have stairs.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
else,
Help 'em out.
everyone else who has the same fears or the
Yeah.
same feels stuck, feels the same way.
Yeah.
So everyone who's a human and and shares the same emotions
Mm.
Yeah.
can just
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing in New
Take the
Zealand.
stairs.
That's one thing over here. Like I love my country, I love my people, but for some reason,
Well, not all of them.
yeah, good shout.
Yeah.
For some reason, we feel like we have like no one can be in the same lane as us.
Mm.
Like you can't share resources, you can't share
Yeah.
experiences, you can't share
Top-clopping it.
you can't share money, you can't. But there's so much out there for everyone to get their piece of the pie.
Yeah.
100%.
And for some reason over here, it's not that.
Yeah. If you make it, there's only room for you now.
Yeah.
There's no. You
I'm not
can't.
going to help you.
Exactly.
You want to get their wealth, too bad. kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Or sometimes they even actively push back
Yeah.
against you
Yeah.
trying to make it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all
Which
been there.
is sad.
Yeah. So let's
Really sad.
yeah, let's build this mountain and let's build the stairs as well.
Yeah.
100%.
Of course.
Yeah.
Love that.
Did we have anything else for Shay? Shay, did you have anything
Yeah,
else
do you
for
have
us?
anything for us, Shay? Or do you want to say that for the next time you jump on?
Oh, do we make...
Yeah.
Oh, he's putting it out there, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
100%.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do a second one, won't we?
Yes.
Yes.
But I guess, I don't know, for any of you listening, just to chase those dreams. Don't let anyone question yourself.
Yeah.
Trust your instinct. That's probably... I got this really good piece of advice the other day, and it was literally just those words, trust your instinct.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think it will go a long way.
Because you know yourself better than anyone else.
Yeah.
And so it's like if you're letting someone else dictate how you go about things, that's, and that
Yeah.
comparative thing, like just compare yourself to who you were before.
Mm.
Don't compare yourself to someone
No.
who's,
Everyone's on their own journey,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
Yeah.
trust your instinct. I've actually got it as my screensaver. 'Cause
Yeah,
it just,
that's a good one.
At home when
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
got that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because we're always listening to everyone else.
Yeah.
You know, and you think everyone else is a little bit smarter than you, but it's like, nah, trust yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
take what you need from them
Yeah.
and,
Yeah,
and
to
build
help you.
build upon what
Yeah.
you need to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to copy and paste because you're not them.
No.
Nah. Exactly.
But yeah, be aspirational, guys.
Yeah.
Be aspirational. That's a great chat.
Yeah.
Honestly, thanks for bringing that along.
Thanks.
Because
Thanks for
everything
having me.
everything we had was
Love it.
rubbish. So
Yeah,
thanks,
it was
honestly,
absolute
that
garbage.
that saved the whole episode.
Yeah. So thanks for that meeting before.
Yeah. No worries.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah. You have no choice. You're coming on
Yeah, big
Alright.
time.
again.
And go, check
I
out.
had no idea if... Yeah. I just hoped everyone liked it. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's my first podcast. That's what I forgot
Oh,
to
yeah.
say. It's my first podcast.
It's
It's a
not-
shame.
it's- yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, we hope it's been a good experience for
100%.
you.
It's been
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Go check out
Great
Shay's
intro.
work as well. She's an excellent photographer and other things.
All things creative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
She's an
really
excellent
did-
Shay. She's an excellent Shay.
She's an excellent Shay. Yeah,
yeah, she's the best Shay out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all you need to be.
Exactly. Do you have music teed up for us, mate?
Yeah, I will, but I thought, were we closing?
Yeah. We're close now.
Oh, it's getting ready.
I was just the last 2 minutes. We were just wrapping up. This guy's like, yeah.
Yeah. Carry on.
Yeah.
Martin's
No.
just kind of sitting there deciding what.
Oh,
music
yeah.
he's
I
gonna
don't
play.
know.
All of those.
Martin's two jobs is to hit record and
Yeah.
play a song at the end. And
Here we
you know,
go.
for some reason we always forget. But no, Shay, we want to say a massive thank you for coming on.
Thank you for
Um,
having me.
This has been awesome, and I hope you'll be back. Obviously, we
I
want to keep
will.
catching up and do
Yeah.
more work together.
Yes.
Keep meeting.
Keep meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the next time you come through, just
Catch
remember.
ups. Catch up.
Yeah. Next time you come through, just remember Marlon. Wait.
Yeah.
It's gotta-
Obama.
Yeah, there you
Will
go.
Smith.
Some sort of
Yes.
impersonation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A light slap.
Yeah.
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 Just throw on a compliment because he loves
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Maybe come at
I'll
5
write it
o'clock so you can
down.
take a selfie. with him. But no, we really appreciate having you
Yeah.
on. Shay, she's got next.
Yeah.
And
Watch the
whatever,
space.
and whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Watch the space.
And so do we.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
so
we
do
do.
we. But no, it's been a great episode.
Yeah.
I
love it. I love it.
Dude.
I love it. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Set the Tone. It's been John, Smarty, Miles, Shee Nathan-Wong. Peace.
Peace.
I'm married to the money, don't be playing games. Only bringing flowers to the homies' grave. Red Ferrari seats, all my homies bled out on these streets. Makeup on my sheets, makeup sex, stress. Hope she leave, reaching for my keys. She like, where you going? Stay with me. Hate to see her bed, she don't want me dead.